listener tweeted us, have we ever heard what CAKEMAGEDDON is?
And we said no, because we
not.
hadn't. So the challenge is you're supposed to get a Costco sheet cake, and it's CAKEMAGEDDON if 5 or less people eat it. Right?
I think it's, 6 or less people.
6 or less?
And you have to eat in one setting an entire Costco sheet cake, which is huge. They're huge.
It's not small.
If you want to join us at Radio U on our Facebook page, you can see the cake as we get ready, because during this afternoon for Radio U Spring Fundraiser, we are doing CAKEMAGEDDON.
Now, we haven't put a time limit on it yet. We'll see how it goes, but here's the idea. Do $15 a month or $100 one time, and someone has to eat a piece of cake. Do $25 a month or $150 one time, and you can say who eats the next piece.
You're like, what's the big deal? It's all the cake.
It's all of it.
It's all the cake. Hudson is with us as well. Are you ready to eat?
I'm here. I see you called in the big guns to help you knock out this cake.
We decided we needed
You brought
everybody.
a ringer.
Yeah, we did, and we also brought stretch pants.
Michael's here too. Sydney's over there, so I think that counts as our CAKEMAGEDDON team.
Yes.
But at this point, during this afternoon when we're on, if you donate at least $15 a month or $100 one time, we eat a piece of cake for every person.
Now, I'm willing to go first.
Okay, you are?
I am. I'm willing to go
good.
first because
Okay.
because the first person, it really is taking one for the team because you're cutting into a corner. And we're pretty sure at this point that the corners are going to be the worst parts.
You're cutting
because
in?
it's the most icing.
All right, well, we're ready.
And
877 Radio U, but you've got to at least donate that amount. If you've got less, don't worry about it. Get in with something, but we need you to help support Radio U. We're willing to eat the entire Costco sheet cake, guys, in order to make this happen.
And are we, we're live on Facebook right now,
Yes,
right?
if you go to Radio U, that is it.
So if you guys want to watch us eat the cake, this is it. Now's the time. So get in, $15 a month, 100 one time. That means that's a bare minimum. Eat some cake. So 877 Radio U. It's time, guys. Come
Ready?
on.
Hudson,
it's
you
time.
ready?
Let's do it.
Everybody ready to go? CAKEMAGEDDON has started. So this afternoon,
Oh, I'm excited. Where's the coffee?
Every person who
Make some
donates
coffee, please.
$15 a month or just $100, man. Grab your phone and give $100 to Radio U. Get in during the fundraiser. You're keeping us on the air, commercial free, hopefully fully funded, and we will eat the entire Costco sheet cake.
It's time.
You ready?
Somebody give me my first piece of cake.
Come on, he's got it.
It is the riot.
You don't have it show the call ringer thing. Okay, I'm going to switch. So,
Everything you say
everybody.
can be heard now. All
right. Hi,
so
everybody.
watch your filthy mouths, children.
So we're doing CAKEMAGEDDON. If you want to donate $100 one time or $15 a month, you will make us eat a piece of cake from this Costco sheet cake. You can't have cake Chris is on his no cake diet.
He's on the no anything diet. But your cheat day's on Saturday, right, dude?
Yep.
Cheat day's on Saturday. Oh, think about how good nothing tastes as good as thin feels.
So do I need to put this in every time?
Just remember, I'm adding more, and then if I can, I'll try to make this a cart.
Is it okay?
It's not a cart yet, but I'm having to convert these one at a time, and it is slow. So, how y'all doing this afternoon? We're good. All
right, Brittany donated 20. That's not enough for a piece of cake.
No, not at one time. It's got to be. It takes more than that. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Pat. All right. So, you know what, Hudson? I was going to say, do you have an eye on the...
I can check the comments. Yeah.
Okay. Good news.
Maybe Josh also says hi. Hello, Josh.
Hello, Josh. Let's see. Nikki, did you put this on the riot page yet?
I put it on the Radio U page.
I got it. Okay.
Are we going to get Facebook Live of the aftermath? I don't think anybody wants that.
It depends. Man, and at some point, we don't have any buckets in here yet, but at some point we may need some buckets. But the stretchy pants is real. I got a Russian gangster tracksuit on right now. I'm happening. What was the... Oh, okay. I got to get... How much time do we have?
30 seconds.
Oh, my gosh. That's not
going to have to hide the screen of us because it's on a delay.
Ah.
I can't deal with looking at myself 5 seconds ago.
Ricola!
It's time.
Actually, it's not Ricola. It's CAKEMAGEDDON this afternoon. Your donation of at least $15 a month or $100 one time means we have to eat a piece of cake from the Costco giant sheet cake that we have brought in during the show this afternoon. Hudson's with us.
Yes,
so
ready
we'll
to go.
Start cutting in soon. Brittany, thank you for getting in, but your $20 is not enough for a piece of cake, though.
15 a month or 100 one
So
time.
thank you for your $20 getting in and helping to support, but you got to get in quickly to help make sure Radio U gets funded this afternoon. Hudson's with us too. Hey, Hudson.
Yes, I've been actually starving myself today. I don't know if that was smart or not, but like in a way that's a double punishment. You know, because I didn't get to eat any other food the whole day long, and now I have to eat all of this cake.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's a double-edged sword.
Sucks to be you. I had a salad for lunch. Remember, if they say if you want to eat big, you've got to go ahead and get your stomach ready, kind of warmed up and stuff. So then I had some tortilla chips a couple minutes ago.
I saw that. I was questioning.
So I'm thinking about that.
I was worried because I didn't think the chips was a great lead-in to cake, but
Probably not,
you
but-
know your body.
Well, it's a salty and sweet thing, maybe.
Yes. There you go. There you
So
go.
it is CAKEMAGEDDON, and you know what? The number one part of this is you are supporting Radio U.
Yeah,
We
you're
cannot
right. Come
thank
on.
you enough for doing that. That means someone just went to RadioU.com. This afternoon, if you at least donate $15 a month or $100 one time, that donation means for CAKEMAGEDDON, what it means is a group of 6 or less have to eat an entire Costco sheet cake in one sitting, which is what we're going to do this afternoon with your donation.
It's getting real, Nikki.
Oh, can't wait.
It's getting real.
I can't wait for the first piece, but then I don't want any, then it becomes
enough.
punishment after that.
Well, you know what? We got to start somewhere. So we're looking for it. $15 a month or $100 one time starts CAKEMAGEDDON. So we need to hear from you. 877-2-RADIO-U. You can call that. You can go to RadioU.com.
Thank you for that.
But the most important thing is we're getting Radio U fully funded, and I'm still waiting on my first piece of cake.
Well,
Like,
you have to
I'm
donate
ready.
enough. Other people who donate less, it has to at least be that $100 one time or $15 a month. And if you give more, if you want to do a day of Radio U, $25 a month or $150 one time, you get to choose who eats the cake. And then if you give more, I'd say Riot Club, I'll eat the corner piece,
Well,
which
no,
is
you-
not normally a threat except with the Costco cake it is.
You know what the rules are?
What?
It's $15 a month and it's one piece.
Yes.
$25 a month, pay for a day of Radio U, and you can designate who has to eat the next piece. And then if you join the Riot Club, $50 a month, the person you choose has to eat 2 pieces.
Oh, 2 pieces. I forgot about that. That's not fair. We can't eat that much.
Wouldn't that
cake.
be 3?
Hudson, you're not here for that.
2, Hudson,
You're not
2,
here for
all
that.
right?
I'm not the
Don't
numbers
think it-
guy.
Don't think it through.
Come on, Columbus. Buy a piece of cake for the riot. We want to do this. We want to make sure Radio U gets funded. So if you at least give that $15 a month or $100 one time online or by calling in, we eat cake.
877-2-RADIO-U. Let them eat cake, Michael says. So let's hear from you. At least $15 a month gets this thing started. You were going to give anyway. Might as well go
Support
ahead and
now.
make us eat cake.
That would be good.
For all eternity. It is the Riot.
Stephanie, you want us to cut the pieces out of the middle first?
You're going to go ahead and cut the cake.
No, I'm waiting.
You don't cut the cake?
Nope. I'm waiting. You're cutting.
All right. We got to give enough. Okay.
Oh, wait. Let me get over there and... I want a new card. Yep. No, don't print it. Gosh, why am I so bad at clicking?
Parts should be saved in the folder. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Now, theoretically, LR Cake
Should work.
should open us. Oh, wait, but I need to. 220. Oh, come on. Okay. There it is.
Got
It
it?
is, yeah. There's just one more file to convert, but that should do it. Nikki, are you in this chat also? Michael wants to know.
I will.
Hey, look, there's Rick. Hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick. Rick,
Rick,
everybody watching, can you buy us a piece of cake?
Somebody needs to start CAKEMAGEDDON.
Please.
I'm like 5 minutes into this thing. I haven't had any cake yet.
$100 one time or $15 a month if you could help. Please.
Let's see.
Okay, so I need to just replace. I'm not gonna. Do you want me to play the cake thing every time, or just? Maybe.
Let's see where it goes.
Okay.
Not bad.
What's the
Man,
number?
the cake smells for sure.
877-272.
Oh man, I don't remember.
It's fine.
2, 2, 7, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8.
Welcome to the RadioU Riot Spring Fundraiser Afternoon Food Edition.
Yep.
With Hudson is joining us as well. Thank you for coming in, Hudson.
Of course. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
We've got a chance to eat a lot of cake, and this goes the entire afternoon. So if you donate any amount above $100 one time or $15 a month, then we've got to eat a piece of cake from Costco every time.
So, and the great news is, like, you can go ahead, if you're going to do $25 a month, that's the most common giving amount.
That
you
is.
do $25 a month or $150 one time. That counts, and you can designate the cake eater. Or you can also go with the Riot Club, $50 a month, $300 one time, and the person you pick has to eat 2. Oh my gosh, Scott wants to know how many pieces for 1,000.
I'll eat the whole side. For 1,000, I'll eat the side.
You have to pick one of the colors on there and eat all of that.
That's 8 pieces, so you really would only have to do 6 pieces by, strict rules of baseball here.
That would be good. So please call in and donate. We'd love to have a chance to thank you for your donation. Michael is with us as well. Good afternoon, Michael.
I think if somebody donates $1,050 for a week of RadioU, we all each have to eat a piece of cake.
That's a good one.
That seems
I think that's
reasonable.
the easiest way to answer that.
Okay.
And so if someone would like to take this opportunity now to make that $1,050 donation to pay for a week of RadioU, that would be incredible. 877-2-RADIO-U or RadioU.com. But here's the thing. You just need to give. You just need to donate. You can give any amount you like. But for CAKEMAGEDDON,
You have to
and Obadiah is starting it off, right?
Yeah, unless somebody gives and points the finger somewhere else.
That's right.
I'm going to take the first piece.
For CAKEMAGEDDON, Obi's starting it off unless you give for the T-shirt and the day of RadioU the $25 a month. then you get to pick.
Come on, guys.
All right.
Thank you so
And
much for
I'm
that
ready.
call.
I got people on the phone. I need to know how we're doing.
Line available. You have to donate above that amount. So go big this afternoon. It's a tax-deductible gift. It's fun, guys. You're giving to help Radio U so we can stay on the air. $150 is going in right now, so that means someone gets their first piece of cake.
Did we get plates?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I got
Okay, so
bowls,
wait,
too.
so somebody's doing 150 right now?
Looks like it's going
No,
in
wait,
right
wait,
now.
wait. Look at Kurt.
Oh, Kurt! Kurt.
Nikki has to go first.
Yes!
Kurt, how dare
How
you?
much did Kurt give?
He gave $300 to join the Riot Club.
You got two
Yes.
pieces! Two pieces!
I got you 2 pieces of cake first.
Thank you, Kurt in Massillon, Ohio, for joining the Riot
Where
Club
this
just
is
now.
going.
Obi was supposed to go first. All right.
Ladies first. Kurt's the boss.
Thank you,
That's
Kurt,
the way it works.
He's
for
the cake
joining
boss.
The Riot Club. Man, I
we
have
have any
2
plates?
pieces. Yeah, the plates are over here.
Okay, all right.
I need
So-
a plate.
As a matter of fact, you do, my friend.
Thank you.
Let me just get to work over here.
Will you cut me 2 pieces of cake, please?
You know
Cut 'em
that I
big.
will.
This is CAKEMAGEDDON. It's, if you look on the Urban Dictionary, it's basically a group of 6 or less who have to eat a Costco sheet cake in a single setting. So Hudson's with us, Michael as well, Sydney's over there. If you donate at least $150 one time, or $100 one time, or $15 a month, we each get a piece of cake with this. That's what this afternoon's about. So that's not fair, guys.
It is fair.
Blue, yellow, or red?
Kurt started
Yellow
this off in a
flower.
big way. Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you, Kurt, so much for doing that.
No,
I got
you have to
one
have Kurt.
line available. Oh, someone else just gave 2. Bert. Thank you, Bert, in Boulder,
All right.
Colorado.
Yes.
Eat some cake for me. So Obi's going to get that piece. Hudson, will you open
Yeah.
up a document and keep track of how many pieces of cake we're eating?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can do that.
Keep tally for me, will you? 8772 Radio U. Michael, we're going to cut cake. We'll come back
So
and check in a
we've
second.
got Kurt and Bert. So if there's anybody else whose
Yay!
name
Thank you.
rhymes with Ert, we need you to go ahead and make a donation too.
You also need to go to RadioU.com on Facebook and look at the pieces of cake that I now have to eat. Kurt, how could you do that to me?
It is so much more cake than you think it is.
It
It really
so
is.
much more than you
really
think it
is.
It's tall, it's dense.
But it's for Radio U, so I'm going to get my spoon and I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat this cake. 8772 Radio U online just became available for the spring fundraiser. Man, why does it have to be
He
me?
got you, Nikki. No, wait, did I hear right that somebody gave?
2 more people have given.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so that
Hudson
means
and
Hudson,
you.
you're up too,
I'm up.
dude. All right,
You
hand
keep
me a
tally,
plate.
Hudson.
I appreciate you being the server.
This is so much
I got a
cake,
server's heart or something like that.
guys. It's a lot of cake.
Well, Hudson, since you're the guest, I think I'm giving you this corner piece.
I'll take it.
All
Let's see the
right.
doc-
I'll get it out of the way.
All right.
And I'll take it for the team. For some reason, I feel like Nikki's going to wind up having to eat a lot more volume, so I'll take the cup piece.
You guys are gonna do that to me. No one.
But,
Well, yeah, Kurt did.
That's not up to us.
All right. I will tell you though, it's so good.
Is it?
It's really good.
Oh, man. It's not going to last.
Oh my god. I wish you would have gotten vanilla.
It says Eric wants Nikki to eat the piece for...
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, Nikki.
What did he say?
Wait,
Wait. Oh.
does that mean that you're at 3 now?
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. So, Hudson, okay.
We're gonna talk on air after this. We're gonna talk on air. Let's open a window. We're gonna talk on air about this. Isn't how this game is supposed to go. Okay.
I shouldn't be laughing this hard because I'm coughing.
All right.
Did we tweet about this?
I did. I
You
just sent it
okay.
out.
Let me see if I can find that. And did you include the link?
It won't let me do a link in a picture, so if you want to send the link out, you can.
Okay. Wait, it says live video, and it has an explicit warning on it. What did you guys say?
What have we
What did you
done?
guys say?
What did someone say with it?
I don't know. It just says video explicit.
Ooh, it's cake. Oh, yeah. Look at the cake. Oh, look at the
Maybe-
cake.
Maybe Kate. Kurt did a second.
Yeah.
150 for Nikki
For Nikki.
again.
Come on! Oh, that's not fair. This is not fair.
This isn't what it was supposed to be.
Because you guys don't really need me anymore.
Hudson. Guys, I have 2 more to eat? I swear to God. All right. This is... Can you cut me middle and next time? I don't want the end.
Yeah, I mean, the problem was we had to cut in.
No, you could cut in without
Okay,
it.
well, I'll tell you what. You got 2 on deck, so I'll go ahead and cut you 2. I'll go ahead and cut you 2 middle pieces.
So wait, you've eaten 2, and you have 2 more to go. This is just for our records
And
here.
just so you stay there, like we can eat during the break or during the music if you want to make it easier. Oh my gosh, I'm so full already. I don't like cake anymore. All right. And just put it all on my plate so I can just
keep going.
working on it.
All right.
All right, guys, it's working.
Yes.
Like, it is working.
We need to have a talk first. Okay, so CakeMageddon, a lovely listener tweeted about it last week, said, have you ever heard of this term? A group of 6 or less sit together and a Costco sheet cake, which is super huge. It's like 50 or something servings. Everybody has to work together and they eat this Costco cake within one sitting. So for us, this has become CakeMageddon, where during the afternoon, if you donate $15 a month or $100 one time, every time you donate that amount, you get a piece of cake. Everybody is choosing me. This is not fair. So
Well, not everybody, just Kurt.
Kurt twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kurt
okay.
3 times, and Eric.
Okay, wait. So let's see if we can get the proper count
Thank
here.
you for
then.
that donation.
So Kurt paid to have you go first.
Yes,
Right.
$300.
Then he went again.
150.
Okay, and then how much did Eric give?
150.
So that should only be 3 pieces of cake.
Well, no, Kurt gave a RIOT Club, and that's 2 pieces.
So Kurt's given a total of $450.
Right.
Yeah, and with Eric, yes. So
Although he cut one and I accidentally started eating it that was supposed to be for you. Is that okay?
I'll tell you what.
Look at Hudson trying to help out.
So Michael, you're gonna have to help us because there's so much cake in here.
You know what? I'm
and
actually.
help us keep track.
We'll say it for this way for now. I'm really looking forward to my first piece.
Come on.
I don't know about after that, but we'll
Come
see.
on.
877-2-RADIO-U. I just think it's funny. Eric actually called into Phone Central
So let's go.
to give the 150, so
Let's
you'd have
take
to
a
eat a
look.
piece.
Sierra from Pennsylvania just got in with $15 a month. That means one of you guys get a piece of cake as well.
That's Hudson.
That's
He's
the piece I'm already started
He's already
on. So
started.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, so does that make me
Thanks,
next
Sarah.
and then Sydney,
Obi
unless...
hasn't had one, have you?
Wait,
Yeah,
I
Michael,
thought
you're
Obi went
next.
first.
Did
Michael,
you?
you-
No, I went first.
I mean, I got mine. I got mine because I thought it was for me, but it turned out that it
Is it yours from Bert? You
No,
got
mine.
Bert's cake.
Oh yes, that's right.
So
you got Bert.
there we go. We got to
Okay,
keep
so,
this.
all right,
we got
so-
this straight here.
Hudson, your job is keeping it straight,
I've got
bro.
it straight. So
Okay.
Michael is next.
All right, Michael's the next
And Nikki
one.
still needs another piece.
Unless
I need 2
somebody
more.
wants to give the Riot Club and get Nikki to have some more.
877-2-RADIO-U. Help
Oh,
with
this is lovely.
CakeMageddon. If you donate $100 one time or $15 a month with that donation, this cake is so chocolatey, and you're like, that sounds delicious, but it's
Nope.
so much cake. You can help out and keep Radio U commercial
Now-
free and fully funded.
And then the upsells are if you give for the 25 a month or the 150, for
Yes.
the T-shirt, we'll send you the shirt. You then get to pick which one of us eats the cake.
That's right.
And then if you go the Riot Club, we have to eat 2 pieces.
Do you think we're going to eat the whole cake?
And yes, and then if someone please will give $1,050 to pay for
Come
an
on, a week
entire
of
week,
Radio U.
we all have to eat a piece of cake.
Yes, we do.
All of us.
All right,
I
so
really want to see that happen from
Hudson
somebody
is
this
keeping
afternoon.
track. Hudson's got one. Obi's got one. I am going to be
almost done with
4
mine.
pieces of cake in on mine, and then Michael's next as well.
Who wants to be next?
gonna need a water.
877-2-RADIO-U. I still have not gotten my cake. I want a piece.
No, why? Why when you just can put Nikki? Please,
I want
will you eat
first.
the cake?
I want my first piece. Somebody.
Come on, help support Radio U. Thank you so much for calling in and thinking about donating. Do it now during CakeMageddon this afternoon.
And hey, if you're not doing it, we're live on Facebook right now. So you just slide over to facebook.com/RadioU.
there.
You can watch us. And I'm 2 bites away from the end
Will
of my
you
cake.
get me my other 2 pieces and just put them on my plate?
Put them on your
The
tab.
simplest thing is somebody needs to give $100 to make us eat cake.
Please do. 8772 Radio U, 101 time or $15 a month for CakeMageddon.
That's it.
I think you
First piece down.
Here.
to raise the price.
Can I have two?
Yeah.
I want the little ones, though.
No, you need to raise the price. If they want you to eat a piece of
Well,
cake,
Kathy,
$500.
Yeah, these are paid for.
They are?
All right, so Casey just gave and says Obi, so you get another one after
All right,
this.
I'm game. Hook me up.
We bet it's a piece cake.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's fine. Here, Obi's cutting the cake, guys. Watch Obi cut the cake. Look at that.
There you
Does
go.
somebody want to cut me a piece so that if anyone ever
Hand me
lets me eat
up.
one?
Hand me up, Michael.
Yes, a plate.
Plate. Michael, since you haven't had one yet, you're getting an outside piece.
First
It
one.
only seems fine now.
I know.
The time is coming when you will not wish this. Okay, there you go,
Where
sir.
do I see
And will you hand me mine?
Yes. Where is there?
You
I
get
see
another
what
one,
it is.
Obi.
You might. So
So
I,
I'll keep you on to help keep track too, Michael. So.
Okay.
Not, if you don't want to, just
No, if
stay
you can keep
silent.
me on,
That's
I'll
fine.
try not to monopolize.
That's fine.
okay.
Well, Casey gave 25 one time.
And that one's for Obi?
Yes.
Okay. So much cake! It's so much
How
cake!
much time do we have?
Like, you're not even getting I can't lean down. It's so much cake. Look at it, it's my head size. Gosh. All right. Are you doing Facebook as well, Hudson?
I've got an eye on it. A couple people are saying they wish their previous donations
Chris
counted.
or Nikki,
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Chris says get off Splash Top. He needs to fix the audio.
Oh, so he wants me to out
Yeah.
of it. Okay.
And then you can connect and then
You'll have to watch.
our phone one.
Oh my gosh. Unlock.
it really is a lot just for one.
Is it, Hudson?
It
Is
is
it?
a lot.
Is
It
it?
a lot.
Is it
Here's
hard
what
for
I see.
you?
I see a lot.
Is it hard for you?
I see things getting already. Like we're 2 pieces in.
Yeah,
and it's
right.
like,
No, we're
oh
not.
no, it's getting hard.
No, we're not.
I want people to just keep giving so that we don't have time in between for it to,
To fill it?
expand and fill you up.
Yeah.
All right, one line's available. Oh my gosh, my plate's gonna be so full.
Riot Club coming in.
What'd you say?
There's a Riot Club coming in.
Yes! No! Will you switch audio to the program one on your screen and not
Oh,
on
yep.
Splash Top?
Chris won't let me.
It is
There we go.
it is the Riot on Radio U, our spring fundraiser with CakeMageddon, where you can watch if you go to our Radio U Facebook page. Obi, do you want to explain?
It's really simple. We got a Costco cake. $15 a month or $100 one time. The next person eats a piece of cake. Michael's on deck.
Yes,
I am.
you're the next person.
I have this cake. Here's the thing. This icing looks fantastic.
It's good.
Do you
It's-
care if I take just a little bite of the icing real quick?
Yes,
No,
you have someone has to pay
you
for
can.
it.
So the
Ooh,
issue
that's
is,
really
though,
good.
if you do $100 one time or $15 a month, you make one of us eat this cake. The goal is to eat the entire Costco sheet cake. It's like 50-something servings. If you give more, $25 a month or $150 one time, we'll send you the Spring Fundraiser T-shirt as a thank you, and you can choose who you want to eat the piece of cake. If you do the Riot Club, it's 2 pieces of cake, and you can still choose.
And if you give $1,050 for a week of Radio U, we
Everybody.
all eat
Everybody.
cake.
The
So
problem
just say, let them eat cake.
The problem
Now-
I'm having is a Riot Club is going in. I have
Yeah, I
4
see that. There's
pieces
a 50
of
a
cake.
month on our phones right
You
now.
haven't even finished one piece
I'm
yet?
trying.
Wait, you haven't eaten the ones you
I
have?
have 4 pieces of cake.
Well, chew faster.
I'm two down, man. I already had 2 pieces.
I want to know, could that person not pick me? Because I don't want 6 pieces of cake.
Hey, and let's not forget Sydney's in this mix too.
Sydney can
Michael
have a
and
piece of
Sydney
cake,
are
too.
They're
both
waiting.
in this mix
Sydney's
right now.
Sydney's in Phone Central here, and she's just waiting for the next call. Maybe that'll be her.
I just don't want any more.
to Radio U or RadioU.com. If you'll give at least a $100 donation. You can tell us to eat cake, and I'm supposed to eat the next piece.
Oh my gosh! Someone gave a week of radio.
Yes!
And there, my friend, is the 1,050 from Tommy in Hilliard, Ohio.
Yes! Now,
And he actually says in the comments, let them eat cake.
yeah! Yeah!
Oh my gosh!
Now we're
Tommy.
getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere.
Get a piece of cake, and Sydney
Sydney's
as
taking
well.
that next corner piece.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy, so much for
Thank you.
supporting Radio U in Ohio.
Tommy, that is a week of Radio U.
We're eating this whole cake, dude.
I don't want
It's on.
We're gonna do it.
It's on.
This is CakeMageddon.
Get the tickle feather.
$15 a month or $100 one time is all you need to donate if you want to make us eat a piece of cake from this Costco one. We are so many cake pieces in, so we each need one more, and then a Riot Club's coming in. We'll, after this song, find out
We'll
who
know
gets
who
that
that's
one.
supposed to be
Yes.
for. You can still call, though, 877-2-RADIO-U.
Thank you, Tommy. You are so sweet to get in for CakeMageddon. Oh, yeah, that's
Hey, it's just a natural function of the body.
Don't be embarrassed
And at times
about
like
it, guys.
these, you got to get the air out to make room for more cake, all right?
How-
You just have to.
how are we going to eat all this? I'm very worried.
It's the riot.
$2.42. Did you put the other one on mine, or do I need to do it?
No, I'll get it for you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. No.
Yes, I did put the other one on yours.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Okay.
No, that's still the 2. I'm gonna be eating till like 10 o'clock tonight. Look, we haven't even dented it.
It's getting crazy in here, y'all. It's on.
Oh. Can you guys hear now? You should be fine to hear. They were just working on something with the audio.
I need to get my other piece.
Hudson, get on in there. Let's watch Hudson cut the cake. You ready? Is he going to get the end piece?
I guess
Is he going blue, yellow, red? There he goes.
I'll take the end. Although that's a lot of icing.
You're all right, Hud.
Yeah. Hey, I'm up to 2.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we got a Riot Club from Buffy. I'm not looking yet to see who has to eat that. All right, I gotta eat cake. I can't just be running.
Yeah,
everything.
you can't talk. Oh no, we need napkins, or I'm gonna get chocolate on everything. Oh good, you're gonna be happy. It's not too good.
Oh, you peeked? Okay, don't
I
say
peeked.
who it is.
I-
Look at all the cake I have to eat. I'm up to 5 pieces. But it's to help Radio U.
I think it was Rachel said this is the best fundraiser idea in a long time.
Oh yeah, I'm really liking it. Oh yeah.
You're great. Look at you. Look at you. We're so proud of you, Nick.
Don't look at Buffy's donation for the Riot Club because we have to wait and see what it is.
The big reveal.
Okay.
The big reveal.
These are big pieces of cake.
Can you get sick from eating too much
I do.
cake?
I didn't know that it had frosting or icing or whatever you want to call it in the middle.
It does have like a pudding.
And
That's a Costco thing. It's
Yeah,
kind of killer.
that's
actually.
what shocked me and what gave me second thoughts when I saw it cut open.
All right. All right, let's go. More cake. Oh. Edda!
Are Are the cake sweats a thing?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Is
is.
that a thing? Because I'm starting to get warm.
I've got a line that just became available, 8772 Radio U. So CakeMageddon is during our entire time this afternoon. We've got a Costco sheet cake. That's true. What if we all have to eat the whole cake? Like, I didn't think we'd have to eat the whole cake.
Yeah,
have.
like a third of it is gone.
So, Obi, explain what CakeMageddon is. If you guys are just joining us, listen to help out, okay?
Here's the deal: $15 a month, $100 one time.
Someone has to eat a piece of cake. And I know what you're thinking, like, that's not a big deal. Oh, yeah,
I'm
it is.
5 in.
It's starting to get to be a big deal. I'm halfway.
I was just going to say, Josh and I did a similar thing with donuts, and he almost threw up. So
I feel like the sugar has already started and
it's
it's
hitting me.
piling up. So get in and
That's why I'm
donate
going to get some coffee, because I'm hoping it'll balance out somehow.
and help out with
So,
it.
so how much do I have to give?
Okay, so for one piece of cake, it's $15 a month, $100 one time. It goes to the next person in line. There's Obadiah, Hudson.
And I think I'm the next person in line.
You are
right?
the next person in line. It's going to Michael. So if you give $25 a month, you can pick who the next person is that eats it.
You put it in the comment section.
I'll tell you this: once Nikki hits 10, we're going to start making. We're going to take that option
Someone
away.
has to pass it out.
For $50 a month, you make somebody eat 2 pieces.
Yep.
And for $1,050, that's a week of Radio U. Everyone has to
So
eat a piece.
All right, so I have
Tommy-
eaten my first piece thanks to Tommy.
Tommy just did that, $1,050. Now, next on the deck, we've got Buffy. Just got in with a $50 a monther. That's the Riot Club from Hilliard, Radio U 88.7. I found the station again after being away for a couple of years, so thankful. Obi needs to eat the cake because it was his idea. So you get 2 pieces of cake.
Okay, I got no problem with that. I just want to point out that CakeMageddon was not my idea. It came from
A listener.
whoever the heck randomly tweeted that. I need to
listener
go back
told
and
us.
find out who that was.
Come on.
Now, is there a picture of what this cake was before we started? Like how many pieces there is
If
on
you
this?
check-
This is a huge cake.
If you check out RadioU.com, you can find it there. Join us for our live Facebook event right now. And then you can also go follow us at Radio U on Twitter. So a line's available. Obi gets the next 2 cakes pieces. If you want to support $15 a month or $100 one time, we need everybody to help get Radio U funded. So this afternoon's the perfect time. Isn't it right,
And-
Hudson?
Yeah.
Yay.
Obi is now going to be equal with Nikki, so you can't complain anymore, Nikki.
No, you're right. It's us together.
But, I mean, me and Michael and Sydney, we're doing all right. I mean, we're just enjoying this cake for us. It's fun.
Obi's got 2 more to eat for
My body
CakeMageddon.
Thank you,
my
Buffy.
body just sent
Thank you,
a
Buffy.
message.
It's
to my
done, isn't
brain.
it?
It's rejecting it.
I cut the cake, and then my body was like, bro.
Why
No,
are you eating
no,
more?
Uh-uh.
Well, again, your chance to help, $15 a month or $100 one time for CakeMageddon or whatever amount works for you. If you want to do more, that's awesome. If you got $5 or $10, please support and do something to get Radio U funded today.
I think once you get to piece number 5,
Your body's just like, whatever.
I think the middle icing's got to go. I feel like it's got to go. Like,
Thank you for that goal.
I don't know if I can take any more of that icing, dude.
Brand new music from
I'm
Paper
sweating.
Tongues. This is called Explosion.
Oh, no,
Which-
don't say that.
We will see you do that in 2.5 hours. So.
Oh, it's the riot.
I really hope that we brought Josh in, like, just in case something happens.
Because we can't eat anymore. Okay, so what are... I don't even know what I'm going to do. Okay.
You have a cake mountain still there. It's
do.
like the Alps of cake.
Man, I feel so good about what we're doing right now.
Ooh, a Christian says Ovi and Nikki should do rock, paper, scissors for the next piece. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
But yeah, except you've both eaten way more than the rest of us.
Okay,
We
I
want
will-
some too.
I will tell you at some point, we're going to have to start making, like, Michael eat a piece of cake. And Hudson, what have you had? Like,
I've had 2.
man, this guy needs another
Yeah,
piece.
not enough. I
What if
want
my
more
icing falls
now.
on your plate?
No? All right. I want to hear some cheering because I'm about to wrap up piece number 5.
Yay. How are you doing that
Yeah,
fast?
you're going fast.
Oh, I hate the inside middle part. I hate it. I even hate the flowers.
Oh, well, that is not good. Nope. It's not good, guys.
But it's helping Radio U. Yay.
Oh my gosh. I need to start eating like you. You're just like pile it on. You're like, I'll take a piece.
That'd be slow, which is the problem because then your body's like, don't do it, but yet it's not Sugar Mountain.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna go with some coffee because I'm gonna.
Oh, there is coffee. For real?
I think so. I asked Chris to make some, so I think he might have.
Oh, I love this song. Paper towns.
Well, I see how it is, but I took the middle pieces so that, making it a little easy on himself.
Uh-huh. Okay, so the next goal, $270 to beat and make it the best hour.
All right.
So how many pieces of cake? 2.5.
Hey guys, there's boneless wings in the break room.
Well, there are?
Anybody want some?
That sounds good.
See, it's a triple-edged sword.
Yeah.
Didn't eat earlier
Actually,
today.
I will tell you,
Eat all
That
this
will
cake and can't eat that stuff out there.
the
that I
food
really like.
in the break room looks amazing. That's right. You keep eating. He's eating all the time. About to start an explosion.
Now people are like, it's a cheat day. This isn't even.
I will
Something
say,
like that.
For lunch, I had salad,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's not like a huge workout, but I spent 30 minutes on the elliptical, on a high setting, just trying to sweat it out, and look at you. Look at Nikki. And this is straight black coffee because I can't have any more sugar.
No, definitely not. I was going to
Just
say.
put the cake in the coffee.
I might.
You want a little bit of icing?
You know what? You're a sweet kid. You really are. I mean, I love you. And I'm not just saying that because we work together every
I
day.
know, he cares. It's fine.
Yeah! Michael is eating the next piece, guys.
Yes.
Shove some cake in Michael's face already.
Has everybody donated? We have to fund Radio U, so we might as well do it with cake. It's fine. Wow.
Lord Jesus, help us all.
I had cake on my fingers.
Real talk, I don't ever think that I've had such a serious talk with God about cake.
Just a bleeding.
Yeah. And by the way, I just had a boneless wing, dipped it in some barbecue. Delicious.
I think we actually need to add a little bit of
You have,
food to
you have
help
space
with
for
this.
that?
So Hudson is joining
something
us.
to
Yes.
smoosh the
Michael
cake
is
down.
joining us as well. It is CAKEMAGEDDON, which a listener brought the idea to us last week and said, have you ever heard of what CAKEMAGEDDON is? It's where 6 or less get together and a Costco sheet cake, which is huge, by the way. You're excused.
Host Hudson.
But for the CAKEMAGEDDON in one sitting, you have to go through an entire Costco sheet cake. So we're doing that, and with your donations at $15 a month or $100 one time, that buys a piece of cake that we have to eat. We're 2 layers into this thing. You can join us at Radio U on Facebook. We're 3 layers in.
We've started on row 3. You're right.
And if you give more, $25 a month, $150 one time, we'll send you the T-shirt for the spring fundraiser, and you get to pick who eats the piece of cake. And then finally, if you do $300 one time, or if you join us at Riot Club membership, $50 a month, then you get that person 2 pieces of cake.
So
All right?
we've got a little ways
Thanks
to
for
go
that
on this
call.
cake, but here's what I want you to know. This hour, which we have just 5 minutes left. This hour is almost the very
Come
best
on!
hour of the entire
Wow, yes,
fundraiser
yes.
so far.
Come on!
That's partly because Tommy paid $1,050 for a week of
Yay,
Radio
thank you,
U, and so
Tommy.
we would all eat a piece of cake, and we did. But we're only 2 pieces of cake away from this hour being the best hour of the spring fundraiser so far.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's a hefty cake, guys.
Which is a sentence that has never ever been uttered in the history
Are
of
we-
fundraisers
is-
at Radio U.
Obie and I are both in for 5 pieces, right?
You
Yeah,
both had
and-
5 so far, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Hudson. Hudson's keeping track.
Yes, and I would just like to say, when you can join us right now, facebook.com/RadioU. You can watch what we're doing. I will tell you that when I look at that, and I look at the little squares that are the cake, and I count out 5 of them, it
Yeah.
depresses me how little that actually is of the cake.
I know, right?
It doesn't feel like a little, though, when you're eating it, does
No,
it?
it doesn't, and I feel like I've really done a great work here this afternoon, when in reality,
Here's one quick thing, okay?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Obie, $200 left. I have got 5 minutes, so 2 pieces
Dude,
of cake.
I want to do this. I want to have the
Yes.
best hour of
The
the fundraiser.
best hour of the fundraiser. Could
Come
you
on,
just, even if you've given, could you give again a $100 one-time donation? I need 2 people, maybe from Columbus, Mid-Michigan, or Central Coast. Can I at
Oklahoma
least
City.
get 2 more people to do 2 more pieces of cake, and that will cap this hour as the biggest hour so far. I can't talk with all the cake I've eaten.
Has anybody
with the
picked
spring
Hudson yet?
fundraiser. Come
Nobody
on,
nobody
Hudson.
sought me out.
Give,
Come on,
20, give
Hudson's
25 a
time.
month and make it be Hudson. He
This
needs
is
the cake.
Hudson's show right
I
here.
came just because I thought maybe it would take some of the pressure off you guys. Obviously, that was wrong. People just hate you more than me, evidently.
Only 4 more minutes left in this hour, and this hour is literally 2 pieces of cake away from being the best hour of the
I
entire spring
really want
fundraiser.
that to happen. Like, I really want it to
$200
happen.
to go. $200 left. 5 minutes. Thank you for that call. 877-2-RADIO-U. Or if you go to RadioU.com, put the details in there and help for CakeMageddon.
And Hudson should eat those pieces.
What kind of coffee is that? It's ice.
Okay. All right, I would like the wing.
Oh, dude, they're good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Michael says 1 more break to end the hour. Oh, that Nikki says. Oh, that's a weird one. Okay, these guys. Oh, they're a developer. It's like these guys have made a game that they're calling Samurai Funk. That's the name of the developer. Every game in virtual reality is, dude, shoot this gun. That's like, that is every game. Or it'll be like, fly this plane and shoot its gun. Yeah. So, Facebook, I really do sincerely need a couple people to
Buy a
jump
piece
in.
of
Like,
cake.
we want it to be our biggest hour. I just want to say I'd really like it if somebody fed Sydney or Hudson or Michael. $15 a month, $100 one time, $25 a month. You could designate who it goes to, though obviously you wouldn't pick the Riot. Or $50 a month, picking the Riot Club. That's 2 pieces that you could designate to Sydney. So,
That
or
would
Hudson.
even things out a little.
Yeah, I feel great about where that's headed.
We have
honestly.
2 hours left. Was that only
Yeah,
1
but
hour?
doesn't CakeMageddon end in an hour?
How long is CakeMageddon?
I remember Michael saying he wasn't sure he wanted it to go the whole time. In fact, I was part of that discussion. I'm sure it's true. I remember that.
Oh my goodness.
We're so close to the best hour.
I know. I really do
people-
want it. Like, I want CakeMageddon
Yes.
to shove us over.
Yeah. The power of cake.
Gosh, is there anything it can't do? It brings people together. And then quickly apart as one of them rushes to the bathroom.
All right. Last break.
Yep.
This is the Riot and CAKEMAGEDDON is happening. It's like this. We've got a Costco sheet cake. You force it down our throat. $15 a month or $100 one time. Someone has to eat a piece of cake. $25 a month paying for a day of Radio U or $150 one time. You get to designate who eats the cake. Sydney is here. Michael is here. Hudson is here.
Heyo.
And the Riot's here.
Don't pick us so anymore.
$50 a month or $300 one time. You can then designate who eats 2 pieces of cake.
But the problem is, in order for this to become, and I know I'm right at the moment, this to become the best hour of the spring fundraiser so far, I need 1.5 pieces of cake. I'm actually less than that. $135 left to go. Columbus, maybe Mid-Michigan or OKC. Can I get one more listener? Just do the $135 left, and then that will see this be the best hour, and we'll keep going with cake.
And we'll let you pick. We'll let you pick which person has to eat the cake. $135 to go on this.
Recommend someone else.
Come on, one more person left.
Well,
grab a
if
piece
it matters,
of cake.
I've only had 1 piece. Hudson, how many have you had?
I've only had 2.
Nikki, how many have you had?
I want more.
I have a pile of 5 pieces on my plate. I'm still working
Let's
through.
see someone raise their hand that's eaten 5 pieces.
You did a good job. You did great. I can't eat them yet.
I'll tell you what, though.
877
This
to Radio
diet and
U.
exercise thing is working.
One more person during this song. If I could grab one final piece of cake,
just
you
one
can
more person.
We really do want to see that last one in. 877 to Radio U. At least $100
One time.
to make us eat cake. $150 or $25 a month, and you get to pick which one of us eats the cake. Go do that now so we can count you in on this past hour. That makes this the best hour of the entire fundraiser so far.
I was telling Facebook,
Believe it or not.
if you go to Radio U, our Facebook page, you can watch this all there and check out the cake too. I was saying Obi really should have the next piece. That way you're in lead. You're then in the top position.
You know what, Nikki?
You want to be number
even
one?
when I'm losing, I'm still winning.
One more person left, $100 one time, or if you make
We want Radio U to win here.
$15 a month, and that will help out with CAKEMAGEDDON, but get in during this last song, and we'll just make it count for last hour to make it be the best hour of the spring fundraiser.
I need some real talk going here. I need this next piece of cake to go to Hudson. 877-2 Radio U. Put some cake in this guy's mouth and shut him up.
Please support Radio U.
Okay, I want to say hi to Alicia and Brittany and Melissa and Aaron, all joining us on Facebook. Hi. We just had. Did you have a boneless wing?
No, I have them here.
How many do you have?
I don't know. I just put them on a plate.
I'll just tell you what.
What?
If I see cake left and is gone,
You're so mean.
like you got to give the people what they're paying for.
I
Nikki.
am. I'm eating the cake. It's so
That okay.
Yes.
That looks like Godzilla walked through a downtown, but there, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Don't be weird.
What?
That's weird.
I like watching you eat cake.
So weird.
What? I don't
That's
get
so
it.
weird.
What's the big deal?
There's no problem with that.
Look, Nikki used to, Nikki and I,
What's
across
wrong?
the years, have each tried different
Stop
eating
it.
plans, and she'd be like, hey, will you eat that?
Let's stop talking.
I want to see you eat that. It's fine. I feel great about it.
It is the icing that's just killer.
I know. Well, see, I'm telling you, I feel like after piece number 5, the middle icing,
It's gone.
I'm out on that. Like, at some point, a man's got to live. And I'm dying right now. But I got this coffee here. So I'm really excited about drinking coffee now because when our show's over, I'm going to be wide awake.
and your tummy's like, what did we do?
I don't know. I feel like the coffee is helping it offset the cake just a little
Probably.
bit. And I also had a boneless wing, dipped it in some barbecue, and
What?
You know what? It's okay. Take a break. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. But you're doing
I'm
good.
not even anywhere near this.
I know. See, Nikki, you had what I did was I was just like, oh,
You had to go for it.
yeah, you got to go quick. You got to go fast.
All right. Well, we're
before
doing
the
this.
cake has a chance to like really
Obviously,
get you.
it is. That is a lot to help support Radio
Real.
U. So if you haven't donated, please go to RadioU.com. Just click there from Facebook and help support and do a gift. Like, it's super important to make sure Radio U's funded. So it's very, very, very important that if you haven't donated, you help give something. So $15 a month or $100 one time will do the piece of cake. And the chicken is free. That's so
Oh,
good.
you're really struggling to eat.
I have no
that,
problem
aren't
with this. I have no problem with this.
you? I know.
I should dip it
I had that
icing
piece of
around it.
chicken. My body was like, "Where's the rest of this?
I want to eat
Can
it.
I have more?"
Why can't we have a chicken wing Mageddon?
You don't want to. Do you remember that we did that?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's right.
all the way back. I think that was is that an Ace Tucker joint? I think so. Yeah, we had a guy who was our promotions guy, and we did a chicken wing eating contest thing.
Didn't a guy eat like 70, 80 or something?
I sincerely think it was more than that. Like I really do think they were in the triple digits.
You always think you can eat more than you actually do.
Yeah, you can't. You have to remember what did one of the eating guys say? You have to push past full.
I've done that.
I don't think we have. I don't think we actually have.
If you got a wing from the other room, you have it. And we all did. Each of us did. We're not all here.
Hudson.
Hudson is not bringing any mercy, Nick.
No.
He did not come to play today. He came to eat.
Oh man. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 30, and then tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with your high 45. It is 33 at Radio U.
RadioU.com/Ohio. Grab some details on the 5K, because let me tell you who's going to need to do a lot of running
After today, both hands in the air right here. So,
Everybody's hands are up.
it's coming up on May 11th. You can walk it, you can run it, just participate somehow and register today. RadioU.com/Ohio. It's 5:06 on the Riot. It is the Riot on Radio U.
Welcome to
Cakemageddon!
What did you say?
Where were you on that, Hudson?
Come on, Hudson. You want to do it again?
Now
I'm
you're gonna
not
do it by
cheering until I
yourself.
get more.
Okay, wait. We're going to do it again. Ready?
All right,
to
fine.
Cakemageddon!
It is our Radio U Spring fundraiser, and CAKEMAGEDDON, look it up. It's a real thing, according to the Urban Dictionary.
What?
Yeah,
What
because
do you-
that's my number one go-to source on things that are real.
I know it is. So what it is, a group of 6 or less in one sitting have to make their way through an entire Costco sheet cake. So this is CAKEMAGEDDON Spring fundraiser style, where if you donate $15 a month or at least $100 one time, we have to eat a piece of cake. It's no small cake. This is a Costco cake. It's huge.
Okay, so doing the math here, the Costco cake, they sell them, it's not cut, but it's like divided up, 48 servings.
Okay.
Nikki and I have each had 5. Hudson has had 2.
Yes,
Michael had one. Sydney
Michael's had one.
one.
Sydney's had one. So like we got a long way to go here, but here's
We
what
can
we
do
need.
it. Support.
We're doing this not just to eat cake, which of course is our favorite pastime, but also because Radio U needs to be fully funded.
That's
so
right.
we need some help. Here's what we want you to do. $15 a month or $100 one time, somebody is eating some cake. $25 a month or $150 one time, it pays for a day of Radio U. You get to say who eats the next piece of cake. $50 a month, $300 one time. That's the Riot Club. You get to say who eats 2 pieces of cake.
That's what Kurt did when he started off CAKEMAGEDDON. He picked me for those 2 pieces, doing that $300 donation in Ohio. Thanks for grabbing one of the shirts as well. 877-2-RADIO-U, your amount that works for you. If you want to get in for CAKEMAGEDDON, if not, whatever you have, we'd love to have you counted towards keeping Radio U commercial free. Bert did in Boulder, Colorado, said eat some cake and did that $100 to get in a slice.
What do you guys think the odds odds are that like in a couple weeks this shows up on the news like the Tide
Pod challenge and
turns out it was terribly dangerous and we shouldn't have been doing it.
And we started.
Yeah, we started.
Actually, no. If you guys want to know, we had another idea that we thought about doing, and we actually decided
lot
not
worse than
to because we were afraid that we would end up on the news
Because we
with
did something
people
bad.
protesting the thing we were going to do.
So we passed on that, and instead we said,
That's
bring the
real.
cake.
That's real.
So if you haven't donated, take 2 minutes, get in and grab a slice of cake for us to eat, and Radio U stays on the air. Since we don't do commercials, this is how we need to do it.
I'll say thank you to Casey real quick because she gave $25
Thank you,
from
Casey.
Chillicothe,
Casey.
Ohio,
Thank you.
supporting Radio U 1019. Not quite enough for the cake challenge, the
close.
CakeMageddon,
Still
but we
loving it.
still appreciate your support keeping your station going. And then Tommy, who is the reason we all had to eat cake.
Yeah.
$1,050 from Tommy in
that was
Hilliard,
so nice.
Ohio.
Nice.
That $1,050 donation pays for a week of Radio U, and we said if anybody did a week of Radio U, we all would eat a piece. So we did. And so if anybody else would like to
Thank
do
you,
a week of
guys.
Radio U this hour, that line works for you too. 877-2-RADIO-U. If not, give whatever you can. At least $100 makes us eat cake.
That's right, Taylor. Thank you for your $15 a month in Columbus, Radio U 88.7 in Mount Vernon. Julie, your $20 a month. Thank you for listening to 102.1 and supporting Radio U for so many months.
Man, guys, CakeMageddon's real, but I feel like we've slowed down a
We
little
can't.
bit.
We got to keep going.
We got to ramp up.
I need another piece.
We got to get some more cake in here. 877, and by in here, I mean in Belly's, not in this room. We have all the cake we need. So give now, 877-2-RADIO-U. Go to RadioU.com, click on donate. I want to see someone get forced to eat cake that's not me. The Devil Wears Prada. It is the Riot.
All right, Facebook, get in here, show us some love. We're, looking for Hudson to eat some cake.
I'm waiting. I feel like I haven't been challenged enough yet.
No, well, nobody's thrown down on you.
No,
man.
I
It's
haven't.
been
I want to reach my potential, my cake potential.
Your cake
I wanna
potential.
reach my potential. My cake trainer tells me
Yeah.
that I've got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
I shouldn't leave any in the
He
box.
says I'm I'm one of the best he's ever seen. I just need to reach new heights. It's getting hot in here.
Okay, I think so too.
Did you open the window?
Is it the lights or is it?
It might.
Is it just the?
It's the energy.
Yeah.
It's the energy.
Hudson, I was looking today
Uh-huh.
downstairs at my stack of. Remember our family video $3 Blu-ray
Oh,
stack?
yeah.
I still
What,
have
you
like.
haven't watched them?
Well, no, I watched some of them, but I was looking. I was like, these were all the movies released in January and March last
Yeah,
year.
right. I have Logan, and I know I haven't watched it yet.
No, that's the one I looked at. I was like, Logan keeps sitting there, and the reason I don't watch Logan is because I just don't need to cry right now.
Yeah.
Like, I can't
And, like,
stand the emotion.
I feel like a part of it is I liked it so much the first time, and I'm afraid if I watch it again, I might not like it as much, you know? It might not be... I mean, I'm sure it'll still be good.
No, I actually could see it not holding up as well to a second viewing. I
Yeah.
could see that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done it.
Like, some of
But-
the stuff near the end maybe seems a little goofier, like with the kids. I don't know. It's been out long enough. I guess we can spoil it. But some of that stuff at the time didn't seem so weird, but the more I thought about it, maybe it is. And maybe
It's
if I
been-
saw it again.
Has it been a year? It's been a year-ish.
Yeah.
So let's see. Logan. It
Uh-oh.
was March 3rd. Is he coming in?
Coming.
It better be for you. That's all I have to say about it. March 3rd. So it's been a year and
There
2
we go.
weeks. Nikki, did you cry at the end of Logan?
I didn't watch it yet.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
For me, huh? What?
I did it.
How much did you give, Nikki?
$150
For Hudson?
for you.
Yes.
I want you to be in the lead. I don't want to tie
We're
anymore.
all chasing you.
Pauline, I know the cake looks good, but it's not as good as you think it is. All right. Carve it up.
Cake, 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 cake.
Now, serving number 6. Oh, yeah. Like, I can feel my body get, like, a little tense when it comes over.
had to happen, huh?
CakeMageddon,
Just
your
had to
chance to
happen.
help support Radio U. Every donation of at least $15 a month or
Yep.
$100 one time will buy a slice of cake that Obi or I or Hudson or Michael or Sydney have to eat. And at this point, guess who's eating a piece of cake right now? Obi is!
Yeah, I am.
Boom.
Yay! Michael's Info Central as well. I wonder who donated.
Well, I know who donated. I don't know if she wants me to say.
I donated again.
She's already confessed.
I wanted to donate $150 one time, and that bought a piece of cake that I could name who ate it, and so that's Obi's.
There, so Obi, now it looks like you're actually eating it right
He's
now.
eating it now. He's
Hey,
plowing
bro,
through
let me
it.
tell you what. Don't put off right now or later what you can do today. If you got cake to eat, you eat
gotta
that
eat the
cake.
cake.
You eat that cake. This is my 6th piece.
Wow.
I feel like there's
wow.
some strategy involved on the people that have put it off a little bit to donate because they not understand that you eat a bunch and then once you let it sit for a while, it makes it that much harder to eat another. So they're just, giving you some time to have it settle and have you really make it even tougher.
Yay! Go, Obi!
Yeah!
6 pieces! Woo!
I feel so good right now. I can't feel my left leg.
Oh, it's the first to go, isn't it? Yay! Challenge!
So if you go to our Facebook page, the Radio U Facebook page, you can watch this whole thing in real time. You can see Obadiah stuffing his face with this chocolate cake from it's a Costco cake, right? It's a good cake, actually. It tastes really good.
Yeah, no, it's good. I will tell you that after piece number 5, my rule from now on is I don't have to eat the pudding in the middle.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
No, it's a lot, guys. You're only
Says
2
the
in.
guy
Well,
that's
you're
had
right.
2
Yeah,
pieces of cake.
I've only gotten to eat one piece so far. I actually want another one.
Help support 8772 Radio U. We desperately need to make sure Radio U gets funded. I mean, this is how Radio U stays on the air. We don't play commercials. You might as well do that with a piece of cake and get Radio U funded. One piece at a time.
So call up here and say, let them eat cake.
We would love
Give
to
at
have
least
you
a donation of $100 or $15 a month. The next person in line then will get to eat a piece. If you up that to the day of Radio U, $25 a month, we'll send you the T-shirt and you can choose who has to eat the cake.
That's right.
8772 Radio U. Thanks for that call. You can also do this really quickly online at radiou.com. And if you do the $150 or the $25 a month or more than that, make sure you tell us who has to eat the cake.
And you can
don't make it Nikki because she's had too many already.
And at this point, you can give
don't make it me.
Actually, Obi's had more than me. You can give any amount that works for you. We just love hearing from you. If you have an extra second, they'll send you to the studio if you call. If you're going online, just include in the comments who you want to eat the cake, and you're a part of CakeMageddon.
Oh, yeah, you are. CakeMageddon.
I'm sorry.
So 8772 Radio U. You got to get in here. You got to make this be a part of this thing. Move it forward. We're moving the chains. I feel like it's Hudson's turn, but I'll tell you what. Since what Nikki just did, I think it'd be okay if Nikki needed some more cake
Oh,
too.
maybe I need one more. Well, anybody who gets it, we're happy to make sure Radio U gets funded. But we've had a lot of cake already. But there's still more.
Nikki,
That's what
there's still
CakeMageddon
This
is.
lot
is Cake
more to
Mageddon.
go.
All right?
So much.
It's not cake, we're there. It's Cake Mageddon. I don't know what that means, but it's big.
It means it's intense. Thank you for that. Someone's at RadioU.com, hopefully donating.
It is the riot.
How many pieces to halfway? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's crazy that we aren't halfway through yet.
Oh, you want to count down from that for next?
9. There are 9 pieces left.
9 to get to the middle.
9 pieces.
How many?
9.
9 more to halfway.
Yeah. So halfway.
You want to focus on that next, though?
Uh-huh.
We'll go with that. That means yes. I don't know.
I think that's a good answer. That we haven't
Actually,
eaten
wait.
all this, we haven't even had more.
Chicken and some
There's
cake.
8, so in
Chicken and
reality,
cake.
we're a little farther than that. No, that's right.
How many
8.
pieces are left?
8 to halfway.
8 more to halfway.
Yeah. If you 9 if you count that piece.
That's so far we have to.
No one's paid for it yet.
My teeth hurt.
Your teeth hurt? That's
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. That means it's working.
You know,
Just
some people
this
brush
amount
with
of
like,
cake has
with-
given you a cavity.
you know, like some people
Might be
brush
a-
with charcoal.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how, and like oil pulling.
I was gonna say I do
This
my
is
oil
the
pulling
new
every night.
organic hotness to do. Just rub it all over your cake. or your
Icing
teeth.
pulling.
Uh-huh. Be
I really
awesome.
like that too.
How's everybody doing?
Man, I'm feeling great.
Are you guys good?
Feeling great.
Good.
So much cake in me right now. Like that's what I'm talking about. 6 pieces.
The coffee helps a little bit.
You want some
Softens it.
coffee? Oh, look at that.
I
A
just a rose.
delicate rose, Nikki, just like you.
Mm. Look at this block of icing.
Oh gosh, just looking at it makes me feel sick.
See
The funny
that?
thing is that here's the
That's
part.
the part that hurts the most.
The thing that's weird is like I'm actually still hungry for like food,
And
but
then look
oh,
at this
oh,
block.
Gosh, I can't look at it.
Yeah, the icing really does look nasty.
I just
It's
can't.
not
Like,
small
after a couple
pieces,
bites.
guys.
I just can't look at that.
Can we all
icing.
be honest? What does it look like?
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you talking about, Nikki?
Ugh.
Fondant? Sure does.
We mean fondant. Oh yeah.
Everybody loves fondant.
All right. So 8 more pieces.
8 more pieces to 9 more pieces to halfway. Michael's just loaded. And Sydney's had 1.
Yeah, what's the deal?
What is going on with that? Come on, Sydney. Middays. IRS. Shove some cake in her mouth.
Riding on the wall. Yay! So at this point, we are counting down to the halfway point of this giant sheet cake for CAKEMAGEDDON. 9 pieces left of a donation of just $100 one time or $15 a month. And then we'll be halfway through this cake. And we're getting close to halfway through our time this afternoon. So in order to get through this entire sheet cake, we got to get a couple more people to help donate to Radio U today.
So we're talking $15 a month.
Yep.
$25 a month or $50 a month. Or you can do one-time gifts, $100 one time, $150 one time, and $300 one time.
And that will support Radio U for CAKEMAGEDDON. We've got a giant Costco sheet cake. CAKEMAGEDDON is actually a term when 6 or less are gathered and in one sitting eat an entire Costco sheet cake. So every time you donate those amounts, we get a piece, and we are almost halfway through this cake.
Yeah.
We've got 9 left to go. And you're like, 9? You don't understand. It's like it serves
lot.
50 people.
I want to point out like how many just between the two of you, you've eaten 11, and Michael and Sydney and I have all had a couple, and we're still 9 pieces away from the middle.
It's like I feel we haven't even made a dent at this point.
Right.
Well, if you guys want to get a look at the cake and watch us eat, go to radio or facebook.com/RadioU.
Join us there.
We're streaming live there right
Come
now.
on, Columbus. Oh, it might be
could
that.
be both.
It might be
It
that.
could be both.
Remember that one fundraiser where we all or a bunch of people got sick accidentally, and this time we're trying to make it happen on purpose?
That
Yes,
was
I
a
do.
terrible fundraiser. and
That
yes.
was real.
That was real.
That happened.
That was real. Can I get Radio U Columbus? If you're listening at 88.7, can you step up and buy a piece of cake for Radio U? It helps. It's keeping Radio U and the music on the air, and we really can't do it without you. So I'm calling for Columbus to take piece number 9, and we'll just keep counting down to get to the halfway point, which I'm about 10 minutes away from time-wise.
877
Come on,
2 Radio U.
Columbus.
Come on, guys. Let's hear it.
Oh,
All
the
right,
more you
all
talk,
right.
the more the cake gets
It
upset in
moves
your
around.
tummy.
It moves
is.
around.
I've decided I actually want a piece of cake.
Yeah.
So I'm going to click give now on the donation that I've already
Michael's
filled out for
giving
myself.
We gotta buy our cake.
Michael just bought
there.
himself some cake.
Now I can start eating this piece, and now you only have 8 left
8 more
to halfway on the
cakes.
cake.
So
All right.
Columbus, that's Michael. Thanks so much. How about
I got the cake
Mid-Michigan?
sweats.
How about someone joining from Radio U Central Coast and give? Come on, guys. Let's get Radio U going here.
877 2 Radio U. RadioU.com, Nikki. CAKEMAGEDDON is happening. It is happening, guys.
Justin says,
Blow this
Nikki,
cake up.
it looks like the cake regret is setting in.
It is.
It's real. It's
the
a real
icing.
thing, guys.
It's not like it's buttercream, but kind of thicker. It's like cement, honestly, or like a
That
spackle.
icing,
And Tony is pointing out that yes, this should have been Pie-mageddon
I know,
but
I
there's
know.
not a pie big enough for this.
I know. Also, just a reminder too, if someone wants to go big, 1,050 will take a good portion, an entire row of our sheet cake. I never thought I'd say that. 1,050.
It actually would.
Tommy gave that last hour, but that's
All right.
a week of Radio U.
I started on the
Yay!
next piece.
There it is.
More cake
Oh,
time.
All right,
good.
Michael.
There it is.
I still really like this. This is delicious.
CAKEMAGEDDON. That's because you're 2 now in, Michael.
I'm only up to 2. That's right.
come on.
877
Let's do this,
RadioU
guys.
or RadioU.com.
15 a month, 25 a month, 50 a month. Each one has its own special power, and we need you to exercise your rights as a consumer to force feed us some cake. The Grey
We've
Havens.
got 8 more to the halfway point.
Man, aren't we high enough yet? It's the riot.
It's not
gonna
me.
be you.
It's not me. You can you are what you eat, or you.
I'm cake
what
and
you
chicken.
You are what you believe.
That's
You
it.
believe what you become. What
It's
you.
gonna be you.
It's not.
The chicken is really good.
It's Hudson. Can the two of us gang up on Hudson, please, for a little while? See, we turn on each other. We should turn on
25 a
Hudson.
month. That's
a
they get the
choosing.
name,
That's
yeah.
a choosing.
Oh God!
Oh, that's a choosing on the table.
Someone's
There's
choosing
someone
right now.
choosing.
No, I can't tell.
Man, Sydney's taking that call. Maybe they're choosing Sydney.
Maybe she'll talk him into like she wants a piece.
Hi, this is Sydney, and I really wish that I was eating cake right now. That's a great idea.
Yep.
It should be Sydney. That's what I want. It's not what it is. I know it's not.
No.
I know it's me. That's
You ever
what
get the
I know.
butterflies in your
like
tummy
Sydney.
like you think it's you?
Oh, it's gonna be me. I know it's gonna be me. You know what? I'm strong. Like I'm strong, and I feel good about it. I feel good about it.
Seven.
I hope I'm getting pumped up to watch Sydney eat cake. That's
Come on,
what I
guys. Come
If
on.
you guys are just getting with us, CAKEMAGEDDON. I've had 6 pieces of cake. Nikki's had
5.
5. Hudson, you're at 2.
2, yeah. I
Yeah,
feel
some-
like this is a competition and I'm losing. I
Kinda.
want to eat more. I
So
want to beat you guys.
the idea
I'm
is
probably-
we're raising money for Radio U. $15 a month or $100 one time. Somebody eats a piece of cake, and that could be Michael, Sydney, Nikki, me, Hudson. 25 a month or 150 one time. You can say who's eating the next piece. Nikki is the next choice that you should make, and then $50 a month or 300 one time. That's the Riot Club, and of course you still get like the Radio U shirt or the Riot Club shirt. But then you can say who eats the next 2 pieces of cake. And I really want people to give, but I really don't want that to be me.
And you know, it would be nice to get the Radio U shirt or the hoodie, and then have that be a part of Cake Day. You'd always have the reminder.
I've always reminded you
Oh,
should eat
and
more
we
cake.
can smear a little cake on it
We
if
could
you
if you
want.
want.
A little icing. Never have that. Actually, make sure we don't have icing on us.
It happens.
But then it will wash. You could never wash the shirt, so
It reminds you. It reminds you.
I just don't want to be around anymore. It's just too much.
Oh, I think Michael's stretching us. He says he doesn't know yet.
Right.
Oh,
Michael's
come
lying.
He knows.
he's got
he's dragging it out.
All right. Well, if you are watching though and you have not yet donated, man, $100 would be such an amazing help to Radio U today, and it buys a piece of the cake. We still have a lot of options left. You can pick a blue rose, a yellow rose, a red rose. Pick and put in the comment section and let us know who should eat it. My stomach.
I feel great, guys.
Oh my gosh! Oh my
This is
gosh!
great. I feel so good right. It's Hudson. Thank you.
Oh!
Jesus. All right, Hudson. I'll get it for you when we go live. I'm not going to forget Radio U Fusion. I will not forget it.
I didn't forget to shave, but after I lifted today, I was like, I'm not shaving.
No
But
worries.
Then this morning when I got up, I was like, I'm not shaving. And I think yesterday I may have said the same thing. At some point, I should probably shave.
I think it looks good. If not, you could taste some of the icing from CAKEMAGEDDON when it's over.
And just use it.
Yeah, like a shave butter. You always talk about that.
I was going to say, I've done a shaved butter, but I've never done an icing shave.
Well, thanks to everybody going to RadioU.com. So CAKEMAGEDDON, we are halfway through. We've got, someone just donated. All right, don't look, guys. Don't look yet. Here's the details. If you do at least $15 monthly or $100 one time, you're supporting RadioU. We're commercial free, listener supported. You're giving. That's amazing. That's the first reason. The second reason is it's buying a cake for CAKEMAGEDDON. $15 a month, $100 one time gets a piece of cake that one of us has to eat. $25 a month or $300 one time gets you, or $150 one time gets you the choice of who has to eat the piece of cake as we make our way through this Costco sheet cake. Are we ready to look?
Oh, man.
Let's do it.
All right, Michael.
All right, Michael, who's up
Hudson,
next?
You ready? Let's thank Adam. Adam gets to choose who the cake goes to. Hudson!
Oh, yes!
All right.
Yes!
Hudson!
Adam says,
Serve me up. Serve me up.
Adam says, Hudson, it's for America.
Oh, thank you, Adam. You might be my favorite giver of this afternoon.
Adam in Bay City, Michigan. Thank you for supporting RadioU and making Hudson eat cake.
Thank you for picking Hudson. I was afraid it was going to be us.
It's still only 3 though. I need more.
Well, you can have more as long as you guys keep picking him. Thank you,
Hey,
Adam, for donating.
I was gonna say I won because it's not an end piece, but it is. So that's more icing which is the real roadblock.
Hudson!
All right.
I love seeing someone else eat the piece of cake. Oh, it looks so nice.
Oh, my gosh. It looks so revolting to me right now.
Because you've had 6 pieces already.
As a matter of fact, I have.
I just want to remind you, $100 or $15 a month, you can make us eat cake.
You can. That's
If you
called
wanted to make
CAKEMAGEDDON.
all of us eat cake at once,
Yeah, Hudson.
we're looking for somebody else who will do a week of RadioU, 7 days of RadioU, 1,050. Tommy did that last hour.
It was so nice
in
of him.
Ohio. There's room for somebody this hour to do that, and every single one of us, including Sydney over here. She'll
Sydney
eat one
needs
too.
a piece of cake.
We'll all eat a cake together at the same time.
Come on.
Make us eat cake.
I was hoping the other day, Central Coast, I really thought maybe someone through our RadioU California stations could do a week of RadioU too. I know we had Tommy and he's in Columbus, so maybe Central Coast, can you help with 1,050? It's not for everybody, so don't freak out.
Oklahoma City, though.
Maybe your business or you yourself have a little extra and you expect or you want or need something for tax returns next year. You're giving to RadioU. It's a great, amazing organization and it really impacts a lot of people's lives. Hopefully you get that during the fundraiser.
It really impacts a lot of people's cakes.
One piece at a time.
You know how that is. So, hey, no, real talk. Like, we want you in this afternoon. It breaks down like this. $15 a month or $100 one time. The next person eats a piece of cake, which at this point, that would be Sydney. Like, the next unassigned piece of cake coming in goes to Sydney because she's only had one.
If you give more.
And we're almost halfway on this cake.
$25 a month, $150 one time. You do get the Spring Fundraiser t-shirt, and you get to say who eats the next piece of cake. And then, number 3, $50 a month, $300 one time. You get your choice of the RadioU Spring Fundraiser shirt. What is that? The
lightweight hoodie.
Lightweight hoodie. And you get to pick who eats two pieces of cake.
Hudson.
I know I shouldn't say this. I've had 3, and I think I just hit the cake wall. I hit the cake wall.
I actually,
Opie had 6. How could you be
I know.
at 3?
That's why I don't want to sound. I mean, I feel like you hit the cake wall and you've pushed through.
Yeah.
I did.
So now is my time to push through.
I did.
But like this is where it stopped being fun. Now it's.
Well, I haven't got to 3 yet. Maybe that's why I still
Hudson.
want another piece.
Hudson, we're proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they say, a friend of mine that used to run track said something to me that I found to be very true. You're not really a runner until you hate running. You're not a CAKEMAGEDDONer
Until you
start
hate
to hate that cake.
I feel like maybe I could use a little water.
That's a good idea.
Anybody else want a
Can you
bottle?
bring one, please?
One for you, Hudson?
Yeah. Are those in the fridge? I saw them earlier.
Well,
There you
I mean, you
go.
can have one. If there's one in the fridge, bring him one.
No, it says-
No, Hudson,
no,
you
the
can have a
can-
sparkling
the
water.
can, I like yours. The can's the LaCroix.
LaCroix.
You can bring me some
Who
ice.
the heck is this guy?
Hudson, you can have one. If there's a green one, he can have one.
Well, I saw them earlier and I would have stolen it, but I didn't want it at the time. And then I saw you drinking one and it made me want it.
All right, everybody. Another call's coming in. Columbus is on the phone.
There we go.
I wonder, we can tell how much the person is donating as it goes through. So let me click over and see what they start to give. Donate, help support for the cake. We got a lot of cake left to go. We've eaten a lot of cake, but the cake is so big. And I really want someone watching on Facebook to put in the comment section, blue rose, yellow rose, or red rose, so you know that we know you're watching from Facebook. If you haven't donated, $100 one time or $15 a month, and we got to eat another piece of cake.
Yeah, and what's wild is, I mean, you can see it. We still aren't halfway done with this.
We're
cake.
not yet done.
And we've been at this for a little while. We've all had, like, most of us have hit the cake wall. And we still haven't gotten halfway through yet.
It's shocking how big the pieces are. And I thought, oh no, they cut, like their section. I thought, oh no, they're not big at all. It's that pudding icing layer in the middle that really kills you.
Oh, thank you.
One is going in right now.
That is the most Canadian thing Hudson has ever
What,
said
the
to me.
La Croix?
I'd like a La Croix. Which one do you want?
I think this one.
It is. It occurred to me when I was walking back to the break room, I was like, man, he really is Canadian.
Yeah.
Have a La Croix, please.
I don't know how to speak French. What do you do?
I thought it was LaCroix.
Is it?
Doesn't that sound right?
Well, if you were from Canada, up there they all call it La Croix.
If you were speaking real French, I'm confident that you would say La Croix, but
let's look it up online. How do you spell it?
LACROIX.
I call it La Croix.
But like Americanized French, it might be LaCroix.
LaCroix. The correct pronunciation is LACROY, as it rhymes with enjoy.
No, it's La Croix.
It's La Croix. It's Canadian.
That's what I'm calling it for the rest of my life.
La Croix.
Hudson told me it was La Croix. He's Canadian.
Well, there's like hockey players that used to have names like that. I mean, maybe not that exact name, but I can't remember the guy's name.
What, like Peter LaCroix?
I think it was Claude. No, maybe it was Claude LaCroix. I don't know.
Were they sponsored by LaCroix?
No, I don't think it was around then.
Mm. I bet you LaCroix goes to the 1800s. That's how it always is.
Yeah. They've been bottling glacier water since the Earth was born.
Mm-hmm. Since all water
Did
was
God
glacier.
create glaciers, or did glaciers freeze over time?
Good question.
Is God is he trying to test us all with glaciers?
That'd be terrible if someone was like, the glaciers are melting. You're like, that's great! More water! It's like, no, that's not.
Oh, LaCroix. Now, I can't say it the way I should be saying it.
LaCroix.
It was introduced in 1981. And I guess it got its name because it's from La Crosse, Wisconsin. So it's not even
It's not even Canadian.
No.
Canadian.
No.
I feel so lied to right now.
I'm trying to find
you're
out.
really fitting in with the riot when you're saying a bunch of very unfactual things with authority. That's our bread. That's our bread and butter, dude. That's what we do.
All right.
Speaking of bread and butter, I don't feel like my Harry Stamper post on the riot page got enough love today. Should know that right now. Oh, it can be worse. I don't know if drinking this water was such a good idea, because now I feel a little sick.
You think it's the water, or do you think it's the huge amounts of cake that you've had?
Now, guys,
I think it's the cake.
Hang on. Before everybody gets judgmental, too late. I think it's the mixture, okay?
You think so?
I do, but, still.
Maybe. Welcome to CAKEMAGEDDON, where 6 or less people, it's a thing, okay? 6 or less people get together and in one sitting get through an entire Costco sheet cake. This is the spring fundraiser edition. we have got your chance to get in. I am $100 away, by the way, from one more piece of cake and helping us get way over at Power Hour already.
Yes.
So let's do this. Next person, $100 one time or $15 a month. Hudson's with us. Michael's here as well for CAKEMAGEDDON to support Radio U. Make sure we're here. We want to be fully funded. You might as well help buy a piece of cake, and then we've got to eat. We've got to eat it all. Oh, come on, Oklahoma.
Are you for real? Oklahoma City? Oh, there's another Michigan one.
There's Michigan.
Michigan's on the phone. Come on. Oh.
Hudson. Hudson.
That's right.
Hudson.
Come on. Woo!
Sydney.
Thank you, Tommy. Tommy did that last hour from Columbus. You are really, really, really helping Radio U. What's going in now is $150 one time.
Oh, boy.
Which means that person can say which DJ they would like to eat the cake.
Okay, it's
I think it's Hudson again. I think it's Hudson. People were excited to hear how you ate the last piece.
I think they're starting to hear me, how my attitude has changed from
you're not wanting
to. I think I've had enough.
I think that'll do.
So Michigan's on the phone right now. Columbus gets 2.
And they're a great person for picking Sydney.
Come on, Oklahoma. Buy a piece of cake. We know it's not exact. It's $100. That's an expensive piece of cake, but it's important. That's a lot of great music. The message that you're keeping going. We're willing to eat all this cake. I never thought it'd be so much cake, but we're willing to do this because we believe in Radio U enough. Hopefully you on the other end listening. Hopefully that you believe enough too.
So 8772 Radio U. We're waiting to find out about that person, but guess what?
One
You've
more
got
line
a chance
available
right now to get in, and you can pick the next one.
How?
Michael, you can get one too. It's
Poor
$100. Come on, come on.
Always a cake's made, never a cake. 8772 Radio U. It's time for you to get in. It's going to be all right.
Even if you pick us.
Oh, I'll eat it. Sure.
It's all right too, but
push past full, man. That's what they say. Push past full.
But if you want to support Radio U and pick whoever for CAKEMAGEDDON, you're supporting 8772 Radio U with that $15 a month or $100 one time.
Loyals. It's the riot.
I just want to go back to the LaCroix thing.
Oh, you're still on that?
Yeah.
It's still on.
It's bothering you?
In French.
No, it is not.
Yes, in French it means the cross, and it is pronounced LaCroix.
LaCroix. You're not in France.
It's a Roman Catholic newspaper in France.
Hudson's mistake is more Christian than you're right.
Apparently. All right. Well, how's everybody on Facebook still doing? We're sorry you have to watch us like this. We're sorry.
I'm fine. All right. You know what? What did they say? It's positive mental attitude. That's a very important part. That's one of the most important survival skills. Is a positive mental attitude.
Imagine.
Oh no.
Is it you? Is it you?
I looked ahead. It's me. Again.
Is it you?
Oh no.
Yay! No, wait, that was the last one. The other one hasn't come through yet, has it?
No, it's
I don't have it yet.
guy.
Come on.
Yeah, it is. All right, Hudson. I'm reading Tomb Raider film reviews. What do you think?
I'm not. I'm expecting middle of the road.
Let's see if
I think it's. I would go see it, but I wouldn't expect a lot.
I think I'm gonna go see it.
I kind of like the preview though.
For breakfast bake, do we want one large one with sausage and a small one with no meat or half meat? Like, do we want more meat?
That'd be up to you. Like, I would rather have meat, but if whatever works for you. See, Hudson, Nikki and I have done enough fundraisers that on any given fundraiser, one of us is on a restrictive diet.
Oh yeah.
I just didn't want 6 pieces of cake. Ah, Hudson. That's nice. I'm so excited for you.
It's still only 4 though. I feel bad a little bit for Adam because he got his 2 donations in separately, and if he just did the 300 one time, it could have had a lot more oomph behind it. But still, 2 pieces for me is a lot.
I had one fundraiser where, well, actually, I've done both, where I've been like, hey, I'm not going to eat any blah, 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 and ate super healthy. Still didn't feel good. And then I've had fundraisers where I was like, I'm eating everything. That's also not good. And then, I mean, I'm soda, I still eat, I had Sprite.
All right.
You're cola free.
Cola, there you go.
There you go.
It. That's it.
Everybody.
Wait.
Cakemageddon!
I was a little late.
We just had a little breakthrough in the studio, though, Nikki. Hudson just taught me something.
What?
I've been saying that I'm soda free, but I still have like a Sprite Zero.
Yeah.
I'm cola free.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Very good one.
Man, I gave up the cola.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Thanks for joining us for the spring fundraiser. I've got a line available, 877-2-RADIO-U. You can also go to RadioU.com or join us at Radio U on Facebook, where we are live for Cakemageddon, which we are about 15 minutes from ending our second hour of Cakemageddon. If you can explain, Obi.
All right, here's the deal. We have got a Costco sheet cake. The goal is to eat the entire sheet cake in one sitting.
That's what Cakemageddon means.
It is. Now, right now, we're 7 pieces away from hitting the goal.
Halfway through, yeah.
So we're not to the halfway point yet. I'm sorry, you're right, halfway. So what you do is $15 a month or $100 one time, $25 a month or $150 one time, or $300 a month and $50. $300 one time.
Let's just start again. Make
All
it
right,
easier.
here's the deal. For $15 a month, Sydney eats a piece of cake. For $25 a month, you can say who the next person is that has to
You
eat
can
cake.
pick.
For $50 a month, you can say who eats the next 2 pieces of cake.
cake.
So far, I've had 7 pieces. 6 pieces. Nikki's had 5. Hudson's had 3.
And you're supposed to eat one, I think, in a second. I think the one going in now is for you.
Yes.
And then Michael's got 2.
I've had 2. Sydney's only
Sydney's
had
got
1. And she's
one.
lamenting the fact that no one has picked her yet. So
She
go
has
ahead and call
also-
now and make that donation.
She's also not had enough to be mad about
That's
it.
also
So that's
true. Now
100% why.
Bay City called
Come
and
on,
they made
Michigan!
Hudson eat a piece of cake a little bit ago. And they said, Hudson, this piece is for America. Bay City called back.
For America.
Bay City called back. Adam, he's back at it, and he says, Hudson, this piece is for America, too.
Yay!
All right, I'll take it. For America.
Wait, there's a second America?
I didn't know about this
Hudson.
America, too, but...
Hudson's back at it for
right,
set me up.
Cakemageddon.
All
One
right.
more piece
Are you
going
watching
to
on
him.
Facebook? Obi is actually literally going over
Yeah.
to the other side of the studio to cut
Wait.
another piece of
What
this
rose?
cake.
Do you want a yellow rose, a red rose? Or he's giving you the end.
I noticed the one piece that's like sticking out
Yeah.
is an end piece, and I want to say that not all cake pieces are created equal in this scenario.
No, the end piece
the
has a
end
whole lot of
pieces
icing.
are worse.
This
There
one's
is
the
so much
worst.
icing.
Oh, they're so much better with all that icing, though.
Hudson, it's for
Not for
America.
our purposes.
It's for America, so I had to give you a big one. That's how we do things in America.
Adam, you're
Thank
killing
you,
me,
All
man.
right, so we've got 30 pieces left to
Come
go on this cake.
Columbus, we just heard from Michigan. I really want to get a couple of pieces done by Radio U OKC. So if you're supporting, you can actually do 1,050. That's a week of Radio U. That's the whole line.
And we'll eat
One whole
1,050
line.
pieces of cake.
That's right.
Okay, you can actually watch us if you're not right now. Facebook.com/RadioU. We are live on Facebook. Did you see what Stacy said? I'm doing the whole 30 right now. My soul hurts so much. I'd kill for the pudding medal.
Stacy, thank you for getting your donation
appreciate
in.
that.
You can do that through RadioU.com and put in the comment section if you are $25 or a month or $150 one time. We'll get you the shirts for the spring fundraiser as our thank you gift, and you can pick who
You
eats
get a
the next
pick.
piece
Otherwise,
of cake.
it'll be Sydney.
Come on.
And remember,
Which is great.
If you join the Riot Club, you can do all that, and we'll have to eat 2 pieces. So, gosh, guys. 877-2-RADIO-U.
How's it
Still
going,
looking for
Hudson?
Oklahoma City, by the
Is
way.
it good?
So much icing.
You got the end piece.
David is asking, is this a new diet I haven't heard of? It is. It's the
It's a
cake
reverse
eating diet.
diet.
It's actually the biggest cheat day you've ever heard.
You know what? I think we're thinking about
wrong
this the
route?
wrong way, because in reality, what's going to happen is who's going to want cake at the end?
Never again.
Right. So
Never.
what we're doing is we're overexposing
killing it.
ourselves and
You
killing
know,
our love.
Like in TV shows when like a kid gets caught smoking a cigarette and then the dad makes him smoke a ton
entire
until he
pack.
doesn't want to smoke ever again.
That's exactly
this is what's
what
happening.
this is. That's exactly what
We're
this
being
is.
forced to eat the whole cake.
Hashtag whole cake 30.
So
That's
help
good.
out. We've got 12 minutes left to go for this hour. 8772 Radio U. I think we're seven
Oklahoma
cakes,
City, where are you?
7 pieces from finishing up at least this hour. $100 one time or $15 a month to support Radio U.
Okay. All right.
Walk with me to the
8772
phone.
Radio. Walk with me to the bathroom. It's the riot.
Walking with me.
We just heard that.
All right, guys, please donate if you have not yet donated. We would love to hear from you. You can help us with the cake. See all those slices? We need them to go to us, the home, but you have to pay for them. $100 one time or $15 a month. We'll grab a piece of the cake.
Encouragement to you as well that no matter where you're at, it's not too late to stop.
Dude, I'm reading through this list of Mandela effect things. I really thought there was a Sinbad genie movie. Like, I was
We got a
convinced
riot
that was
club.
real.
Don't look yet. No one look. We got a
Oh.
riot club. It's like a warning.
Lord in heaven, help us.
Oh boy.
For just the cost of 1 cup of coffee per day, you too could help keep Radio U commercial free. Yeah. Coffee. Get the impression of me on coffee.
It is the Riot on Radio U.
Welcome to CAKEMAGEDDON.
Yeah, it
if
is.
you look up the trusted source of Urban Dictionary,
And that's where I learn everything I know
Well, a
about
listener
language.
told us all about
all
this,
my
right?
stuff, you will see that at Urban Dictionary. CAKEMAGEDDON is a term where 6 or less are gathered today to witness 6 or less people eat an entire Costco sheet cake, and that's what we're doing for this spring fundraiser. We have a little over an hour left to go. We are about halfway through this giant sheet cake of like 50 pieces. They're huge. There's a pudding filling. It's terrible by this point.
It's amazing.
But you have your chance to donate and help keep
Says
Radio
the
U
guy
going.
who hasn't had as many.
You're not at the sick level yet, Michael.
not, and I'm okay
but
with it.
If you do $15 a month or $100 one time, or if you join us at with that's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
$25
It's
a month.
literally a piece of cake.
Or $150 one time, we'll send you the Spring Fundraiser T-shirt, and you get 2 for the piece of cake. Decide who eats it. If you join the Riot Club, $300 one time or $50 a month, you'll get the shirt or the lightweight hoodie. You get 2 pieces of cake, and you decide who eats them. So I'm clicking over, and I
Who's it gonna
noticed
be?
that Richard just gave $50 a month. Thank you, Richard. By
Thank
the
you
way.
so much.
Thank you for
So
being
much.
generous. Let's see. Richard is in Mount Vernon, Ohio.
Okay.
Grabbing the hoodie. Sydney gets 2.
Yes!
Boom!
Yes!
That's 2 for
Yes!
Sydney. Oh!
Here she comes.
Yes,
Here she
come on
comes.
in. Congratulations, Sydney, getting 2 pieces of cake. We're most excited because it's not us.
Yes, yes.
Woo!
We made it out
Oh.
unscathed for now.
Oh, thank you so much for giving again, the Riot Club. If you want to help out and you're like, well, I can't do the Riot Club, that $15 a month or $100 one time, buy us a piece of cake. You keep Radio U going. Keep the music on the air. 8772 Radio U for CAKEMAGEDDON.
Sydney's about to hit the cake wall.
know.
That's
Oh,
a,
and she
that's
gets an
3 for
empty
her.
too.
Number 3 is
Yep.
where the wall is.
Yep.
The Riot Club are the killer ones. It's such an amazing donation. I mean, that equals 2 days of Radio U where you're listening at every month that you're doing. But that's a lot of cake.
Man.
So thank you so much for, again, helping with the Riot Club.
So who's next in
877-2
line?
Radio U.
Who's next in line then?
It's
If-
been a while
if they
since
don't
Nikki had any,
specify?
hasn't it?
No, you know what? I got hammered last hour, guys.
Nikki still hasn't, by the way, finished.
That's a
Nikki still
personal
hasn't
problem.
finished the cake that she already had. She's lagging behind.
Why is your face so red? I don't understand.
You could,
It's the icing. It's the icing
and let's not
left.
forget, you can watch all this go down in almost
Oh,
real
hudson,
time
you told
on
me.
Facebook.
And it's also important to note that like if you're listening
I just
and you
have the
can't
icing.
watch right now, but you want to see how it turns out, you can. This is going to be
We're
cataloged.
sad to say there will be video evidence
Right.
later.
Yes,
Oh, good.
sorry.
you can go
It's
back
true.
and enjoy and relive the
Well,
magic.
what we really need is somebody to be like Richard,
Yes, come
who just did
on.
join the Riot Club
Yes.
from Mount Vernon, Ohio, Radio U 1021. I'm still looking for Oklahoma City. This hour, I
Come
do
on,
not
Oklahoma.
think we ever actually heard from Oklahoma City. You can give any amount you want, but for the cake thing, that starts at $100 or $15 a month. Go ahead and make that happen as we're working our way through CAKEMAGEDDON on the Riot in the afternoon in the spring fundraiser.
So 877-2 Radio U, RadioU.com. You can click on donate.
This
And
is
whether
the
you
final song for this hour,
For
too.
this hour, yeah.
This
Come
is
on.
it. Come on.
Come on.
Man, that means CAKEMAGEDDON will be 2/3 of the way over, and I couldn't be happier about it.
CAKEMAGEDDON, CAKEMAGEDDON.
The Afters, legends. That's us, guys. Hits the Riot.
You got to participate. Get in now. Go to RadioU.com. Click on donate or the other thing. Call 877-2 Radio U. Feed some cake to Hudson. We should have made Sydney sit in here so you guys can watch her eat it.
And we gotta hear what she thinks. You know.
Yeah, let's get her. Let's bring her back in for the next break, Hudson. Why don't you grab her? All right. Hang on, Facebook. Sydney's coming back. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to watch Armageddon like tonight
After
or this
this?
weekend. Yeah, gonna have to. Just gonna have to. You know, I went and got my contact prescription refilled, and I
Yeah.
never wear my freaking contacts. I wish I would. I'm so lazy in the morning. All right, Sydney, sit in Hudson's chair there and tell us how's your cake going right now.
You know,
You're halfway through.
I felt better, for sure, but 2 down, I've got 1 to go.
Oh, someone just donated.
Oh, no.
Don't look yet. So yeah, but the third piece is the one where you're not having fun.
That's what
anymore.
everybody says.
Yeah,
but-
I just started on the 3rd, and I'm feeling it.
You want chicken finger to make it better?
I don't know.
Chicken helps.
Nikki, I don't know if that's actually how it
It
works.
does. It is. It helps.
I
That
need
way
some
it's not
La Croix.
just cake. Have you guys had La Croix?
Have you guys heard of La Croix? It's something Hudson likes.
It's Hudson's favorite.
La Croix.
We never can forget
It's a
that.
Catholic newspaper in
It
France.
is.
But
That's
if you're
why-
Wisconsin La Croix, you don't say
You do
say
not want to be
LaCroix.
called that.
That's why the LaCroix people don't want it to be called La Croix. They don't want to get it confused with the Roman Catholic newspaper, I'm sure.
Because
They
I'm
don't
sure
wanna
that's a
promote-
lot. Because people in Missouri are like, I
Yeah.
swear, if we get one more complaint
Yeah.
from La Croix, I am going to lose my mind.
Who do you think the next person is?
I know.
Do we know?
You did? You weren't supposed to
can't-
look.
Okay, I didn't.
I can't
look.
tell in your eyes. What are your eyes
My eyes are
saying?
dead to you now.
Does that mean it's you or me? Or Hudson? I bet it's Hudson. I can't tell. Let me give it a little wing sauce right here. Other side. There you go.
If it's me, I'm
You know what?
doing
The camera's getting this side, so like it's cool.
No one can see it.
No big deal.
Okay. Oh, it's a big yawn. Big yawn.
Wash down some of my cake. Break it up a little bit.
Try not to get your seat on.
No. You're going to talk to us.
I
Yeah, we're
want to
talking
hear
to you.
from you.
Oh, Rachel did not say. Oh, I see.
Oh, I thought we weren't looking.
No, Michael
Oh, we're supposed
messaged
to
us
look.
that.
I know.
You are wonderful.
I know. It's a real blessing. It's a hashtag blessing to be in here together.
Hashtag Obi is a blessing. Let's start it twinning.
Twinning. Let's get
it twinning.
Come on. Where were you on that one?
Oh my goodness. Better and better and better.
How many pieces have you had?
I'm at 4,
Oh, man.
and that's enough.
No more.
Partly cloudy tonight, your low 30, and then tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with your high 45. It is 36, the RadioU.
RadioU.com/Ohio. Learn something about what's going on in Columbus and Ohio and stuff. The Radio U 5K. I hear it's a lot of fun to run after you've had a ton of cake. So you get started tonight,
It's
man.
a new way to train.
Get started tonight by registering at RadioU.com.
Look at the cake. Buy a piece of the cake.
Oh, CAKEMAGEDDON is so happening right now.
But think about this. We
It's
got
so
1 hour
happening.
left to go. 1 hour left of CAKEMAGEDDON. You've got to donate a certain amount. And this, according to the Urban Dictionary, is 6 or less when gathered together can eat a whole Costco sheet cake in one setting. And that's what we're doing for the spring fundraiser, where this afternoon we have been taking your donations. And if you at least do $15 a month or $100 one time, you get a piece of cake that one of us has to eat. If you do more, $25 a month or $150 one time, we'll send you the spring fundraiser T-shirt.
Yep.
You get a piece of cake, and you get to choose which DJ eats it. And then
So-
if you do the Riot Club, $50 a month or $300 one time, that's 2 pieces of cake, and you still get to choose.
Sydney is with us now. Sydney, you got singled out.
I did.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm feeling it. I'm
Yeah?
definitely feeling it. I'm about probably a quarter way through my third piece.
Yep. That's where it gets you.
It's hitting me.
That's where it gets you, which
It's
is
hitting
why
me.
you got to push past full.
I know. It's just like, oh gosh, it's so much sugar. It's so much sugar.
We want Hudson to be the next one. We think it's fair, but let's go to Rachel. Rachel is the next Oklahoma City. Thank you, Rachel, so much. Thanks for getting in. Now, Michael, the problem is Rachel, she did $25 a month. Rachel, you got to call back in. She didn't say who has to eat the cake.
Now, she did the 25 a month, which means she not only gets the I Am Radio U t-shirt, and she pays for a day of Radio U, and she makes us eat cake, but she gets to pick which one of us has to eat the cake.
Rachel, call back.
And she didn't.
Strict rules of CAKEMAGEDDON. If she doesn't say it, goes to the next person in line.
Now, wait a minute.
That's Michael.
Okay.
Well, it so happens
like
I
somebody's
want
to
to
back
eat the
out of
cake.
it.
It's
That's what I feel
fine.
like's happening
I
right
don't
now.
mind. I don't want to deprive
I will give
Rachel from
1 second if you call back in.
Okay,
Rachel.
Michael.
Well, she donated online, so she might not know the phone number. Rachel, the phone number is 877-2-RADIO-U. If you'll call us right away and say who it is you wanted to eat the cake, otherwise it's going to be me.
Michael will get the
Here's
next piece.
the part I don't understand.
What?
You and I are in the clear.
Yeah, you're right. Well, someone's calling.
There she is. She's
There
calling
she is.
in right now.
We're in
That's
the clear,
her calling
and you're
right
like,
now.
oh no, maybe somebody else.
It's CAKEMAGEDDON. I want to make sure we do it right. And that way, if it's Hudson, it's right. He still gets it.
Great. Well, she's on the phone. We're about to find out.
So here it is. Final hour left on this. We've got a lot of pieces of cake left to go. So donate. Oklahoma just got in. Central Coast, Columbus.
no.
What is it?
Rachel says Hudson.
Hudson, I'll tell you what, I'll cut you a middle piece on this one.
Yes, Hudson's getting the next piece. Now that's why we're doing CAKEMAGEDDON right there.
Now, if somebody
Thank you,
wants,
Rachel.
if somebody wants to give 100, then I think I'm next in line. So
Or
go
if
ahead,
you
do
donate
it.
a little bit more, of that $150 one time or $25 a month, you get to pick who gets the next piece of cake for CAKEMAGEDDON on our spring fundraiser.
As long as it'll pick me, I feel great about it.
I was good.
Go ahead and put a piece on here.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Eventually, someone will get. At some point, it's gonna have to happen.
Yeah. You know, Michael, since you've been bad,
I've been bad.
is he getting the end?
Yeah.
He's getting the end. Everyone else has had an end, so.
I had an end.
Well, you know what? Now you've got another end.
I guess I'll eat some icing.
Man, CAKEMAGEDDON. Now that's living the American dream, guys. Right?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I wish? You know how like they do the movie releases on Thursday nights at like 6?
Yeah.
Why can't they just do on Thursdays? Like, because tomorrow
Early in
I've
the
got
day.
free time in the middle of the day. Why can't I just go to the movies and see Tomb Raider tomorrow? But instead they're like, hey, the movie's here and we can totally watch it, but arbitrarily we've decided that 7 p.m. is the correct time.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you wind up watching Hurricane Heist?
Not yet.
Oh.
Actually, I could go see Hurricane
You
Heist.
could.
tomorrow.
There you go. There you go.
Well, my thought is I've got, well, yeah, I mean, I could. I do still want to see it. I saw, what was it, Death Wish. It's not
Ironic.
And then I saw Death Wish, and then I just ate cake all night.
You're just tempting fate with the.
So,
Did you? I also wanted to ask, what's happened with your Bitcoin?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I had somebody give me money in Bitcoin, and like I have lost a lot of it. Like I cashed out almost instantly, but the market tanked like not long after I got it. So
let me see. Oh man!
Cashing
Okay,
out wasn't too hard.
so
actually.
it took me forever, but mine came through the Cash App. But here's where we're at. I bought $21 or was it $22?
22, I think.
It's $22. Okay, so I bought $22.
Uh-huh.
It's been as high as 29,
Uh-huh.
but right now it's at 21.42.
Mm.
So it's bounced all over.
Are you guys live?
We are live.
Oh!
Oh!
No, someone's calling.
on the phone.
The cake is coming from in the room.
They're calling the house.
Oh no! It's not me. me. It's not going to be you. It's going to be Hudson. They've turned on him.
They turned on me.
We were the fun ones in the first hour, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's Pyle and
See
Hudson.
me suffer.
I can't wait.
Now don't get sick, guys.
Well, we're trying not to.
All right, let's see what someone's giving.
I want to say that this piece, what got me is obviously I've had a lot of cake, but also the thing on the top reminded me of a peep, and just reminding me of a peep made it worse.
It's a 25 a month.
Oh, that means they're picking.
No one peek. Okay.
And we're not going to call it this, but you could call it cake roulette because that's what I feel like is happening.
Because I know at
Just
this point.
spinning the wheel.
All right.
Is this gambling?
No, because no one's winning.
It's
Except
for
Radio
schools.
U. Radio
It's for
U.
the
The house
schools.
wins.
The house always wins. That's
All
right.
the time.
Mageddon! So, CakeMageddon continues with a call going on right now. I've got one line available, 8772 Radio U. What this gets you is CakeMageddon, according to the Urban Dictionary, the source we trust the most. If it's a group of 6 or less, get together and in one sitting eat an entire Costco sheet cake. One of our listeners brought this up as Did You Know last week. We thought, well, why don't we try to do this for the spring fundraiser? And it's your chance to donate, and we have to eat this entire sheet cake. 8772 Radio U. We've got $100 or $15 a month, one time or a monthly donation that buys a piece of cake for the next person in the roulette of the game. Oh, someone else just got it. Someone else got one too. Don't look yet.
All right, I'm not looking. I'm not
$25 a month or one. Oh, thanks for that call too, guys. You have a chance
it's
to
getting
get
real,
in.
dude. It's getting real again.
Wait, it is this. Thank you for that.
Oh, no.
Line of blow.
Yes.
Now, if you donate a day of Radio U, $25 a month or $150 one time, that buys a piece of cake. And then in the comment section, you can say, who do you want to eat the cake?
Yeah, I want to say what's up to Bunny. She says her husband Kurt's so bummed he wasn't asked to be there for CakeMageddon. He was texting. It wasn't his idea, but he was texting with us last week about
He would have showed up
CakeMageddon.
to help.
So you know what, Bunny, just go ahead and have Kurt eat himself a piece of cake and eat until he feels like he's going to throw up, and
All
then
right,
he's
so
in.
Michael, Hudson, and Obi, you ready to check
Yeah.
Walter?
Yes, let's
I don't
check
know if
for
I'm ready or not.
Walter in
Walter.
Mustang, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
These are your people, Hudson.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but they're your people.
Oh, come on, Walter, it's me.
Yes!
Off the hook! Yes! Nikki gets one.
Walter, what are you doing?
Here,
Why?
I'll take care. I'll get you, Nikki.
All right, I want a small piece and I want it in a bowl.
Does she get some middle
No, that's just 'cause
piece?
you
A
wanna
little bit
hide
less
your-
icing.
Your plate. I know what you're doing.
I don't want to eat any more icing. Walter, thank you for your donation, I guess.
Yeah. Now he did the $25
Thank
a
you
month.
for doing
so he got
that.
to pick.
I want yellow.
He got to
Can I have a
pick
yellow
who had to
rose?
eat the cake. If you wanted to join the Riot Club, you get to pick, and you get to make him eat 2 pieces of cake.
Ooh, join the Riot Club. Thank you so much, Walter, for doing that. I've got one more line going in, so we'll take a peek in a second and see.
I already know who it is. I'm not going to say.
You're not going to say?
It's not me though, and I have a piece over here ready for me to
Thanks, Obi,
eat.
for the small
Someone
piece.
needs to pick me.
Well, you know, it's what friends are for.
You know, Obi is a gentleman. Obi pulled me a small piece for Walter. Thank you.
I did.
Aw.
So Nikki is now up. This is piece number 6 for Nikki.
And 6 pieces for Obi.
Obadiah has also had 6, but it's been a hot minute. Do people still say that since Obadiah had a piece?
It's
They
your
do
turn,
now.
Obi.
You're bringing it back.
And
It's
then
your
I've
turn.
had 4, and then Sydney and
has
Michael are
3.
a little bit behind.
Sydney's at 3. Is
Sydney's at
Michael
3.
at 2? Or
Michael's
I've
Michael's
only
at-
had 2.
Yeah.
I've got number 3 sitting here on a plate with a fork. Like I've already started eating the icing.
Ready to go? All right.
But I can't
so
eat the cake till you call and pledge at least $100.
How can
Thank
you
you for that.
voluntarily
I've got
even
one
think about eating
line
cake?
available. 8772 Radio. You will do another phone line blowout. Another 25 a month. Okay, wait. Should we look at it now or after this song? What do you think? Let's just look. Okay,
Let's
so
just do it.
Jason.
Just
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Jason from Mustang, another
Wait,
Oklahoma.
2 in a row from Mustang,
Oh,
Oklahoma.
here's
What are the
another call
odds?
coming in
Wait.
from Chandler, Oklahoma.
Let me do this.
Man, CakeMageddon is getting real again, guys.
So Jason is going with Nobody. Jason
He didn't
didn't
choose.
Wait, what?
anybody
Wait,
either.
Jason, you have to call and tell us who you
Jason!
wanted.
Pick Hudson. Pick Hudson,
No,
Jason.
pick me, pick me.
Hudson. So call back in, Jason. 877 Radio U and tell us who gets
Jason
it.
in Mustang, Oklahoma, you needed to tell us which person here needs to eat the cake. 877 Radio U. Just
And
call
can
real
I
quick and we'll take
Remind
that
you
from
of this, Jason. Hudson. 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 Yeah.
Please, I've had enough. I've had 5. That's
Look, Hudson,
more cake than anyone should
volunteering
eat.
to eat your piece.
No one wants it if you volunteer, Michael.
I know,
you
I
have to
see
not
that.
want it.
Right, I need to
too
play
good.
hard to
Yeah.
get.
That's right.
Okay, I get it.
Michael's had 2. He doesn't want any more, guys.
You know what? This is.
What's that?
I don't know what impression that was. It was not good.
I'll tell you what. This is a long distance request and dedication to the Radio U cake eaters, calling all the hopeless to Greeley Estates on the riot.
We have 45 minutes left of CakeMageddon Facebook.
All right, I have the answer for the next piece,
Okay.
but we're gonna save it.
You know who it is?
I
Or they
do know. I
texted?
say it's in the message from Michael, so don't look because it's.
Okay, I won't look. I'll let you guys talk. I'll be right back.
Okay. Nikki said we could talk, Hudson. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I just meant talk amongst yourselves.
That's not what I heard.
So wait, so you haven't cashed out your Bitcoin to money yet?
Nope, not yet. I have $21.
Well, it wouldn't make sense because I think there was a $10 fee. Is theirs on like Coinbase or?
I kind of don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I just bought it through cash.
Oh, okay.
And because I think what ended up happening was I think that I had bought tickets for a bunch of people, like movie tickets,
Right.
And several of them paid me back through the Cash app.
Okay.
So I had no idea I had money in that app, which is too bad. And then when I found it, I was like, you know what? You can buy Bitcoin. I don't know I have this money.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it in Bitcoin. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so that's how I got my Bitcoin.
I like I said, I got some Bitcoin from somebody recently, and it was like a decent amount. And so I set up the thing, Coinbase, and it was actually surprisingly easy to cash it out, to actually get it into my bank.
See, that was not my experience with Cash. Cash, I did a thing because I was like, I'm getting my money out or whatever. Or I wanted to try to use Bitcoin to buy something.
Yeah,
on
I don't
the
know if you
internet.
can do that.
And I just gave up. I was like, forget it, whatever. Because that's what I thought would have been cool.
Yeah.
Was like, can I make an undetected
Right.
whatever purchase?
A drug
like,
deal or something.
I don't know. Well, maybe not drugs. Maybe just I don't even know what. I don't even know what I would buy with it, but like something, and I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, I don't know many places that aren't like shady that accept it, which is, I guess ironic in a way.
I thought I saw a gas station that was accepting it or something.
Really?
Like that. No, totally. Yeah. I don't know. And I think now they don't anymore, but for a long time, Steam, where I buy a lot of my video games,
Oh, okay.
they accepted Bitcoin. But they don't do that anymore because they're like, yeah, the currency moves too fast.
It really does. Like I said, I had the person give me the money, and then honestly, I probably cashed it out like within a couple hours, and it had already lost several dollars off of it because it was so volatile. And like, it's not like they gave me $20; like it was a decent amount, but not a lot, and it had already lost some money off of it. So
yeah.
And I'm not a big, like, I don't want to get into Bitcoin permanently or whatever. I think it's probably just going to eventually, it's just going to be an internet thing and it'll disappear and whatever. It doesn't have its own intrinsic value or whatever.
Did you see about the farms that are hitting small town USA to like run Bitcoin farms?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
No, it's a thing.
electricity.
Yeah.
It is
And it's
totally a thing.
taking over Iceland, isn't it? Like,
Well, it's moving from like Russia and it's moving from China because China hit on it really hard, and so now it's coming over here and Russia.
And this is why you can't buy a graphics card for a computer.
Why?
Right, because people are paying. I could sell my graphics card for like $1,500 or something absurd. I almost did it. Except I
Back
like
to
play-
CakeMageddon.
Well, I just got to tell you, if you guys are
not joining us on Facebook right now, you just missed an unbelievable Bitcoin discussion.
Like no other, right?
That would have just blown your mind.
Broke it down.
It is CakeMageddon. We've got about 45 minutes left. It's been a long experience, but if you look up in the Urban Dictionary, a listener sent us last week, CakeMageddon is 6 or less people get together for one setting and eat an entire Costco sheet cake.
Yeah, they do.
Huge. It's not like a bakery sheet cake from like your store. It's not like that. This Costco sheet cake is massive.
It's Costco.
It is. So what we're doing for this to help raise money for Radio U, because we love Radio U, obviously. Spring fundraisers going on. If you want to buy a piece of cake, we've got to eat it. $100 one time or $15 a month. If you join us at $25 a month or $150 one time, we'll send you the fundraiser shirt, and you can name who you want to eat the piece of cake.
Would you believe there's 25 pieces of cake left?
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
We gotta get on it.
That's 5 each.
Right.
Oh,
Five
don't
each
forget.
more.
So wait.
Jason in Oklahoma.
We're going to get to him in a second. So,
Okay.
Obi, have you had 6?
I've had 6.
Am I at 7?
You're at 6.
6
You're at
with
6.
Walter?
6. You're at 4,
I'm at
Hudson?
5. I've
Hudson
had
is
5, yes.
Okay.
And then Sydney has 3, and Michael, you had 2?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
And we have what?
We have 2 on deck.
Right.
Okay, so you tell me, Jason in Mustang, Oklahoma, who
Jason
did he
called
pick?
back to tell us who he wanted for his $25 a month
Tell us,
donation.
Obi.
Okay.
Tell us, okay,
All
wait.
right.
I feel
Well,
like it's the Miss
he-
America
Jason-
pageant,
he
and we
picked-
don't want to be picked.
Jason called back, guys. Are you ready?
He
Yeah.
picked Hudson.
Yes!
This has gone too far.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
you, dude.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, before you start though,
Yep.
let's check Kate as well. Kate just got in with $150. Oklahoma. My goodness, you guys. Oklahoma City.
That's like 3 or 4 in a row.
Obi. I
What?
choose Obi. The cake
Boom.
Mageddon thing has
Woo.
been awesome. He
Yes.
gets another piece of cake.
Look at this guy.
Woo! Obi's in it, so help support before we run out of time. We want to get this entire sheet cake done. So your money is buying a piece of cake. It's supporting Radio U, keeping us commercial free and keeping us on the air. Hudson has a piece to eat. Obi has a piece to eat. You can help get someone else another piece of cake.
$100 or $15 a
Thank
month
you.
get you in the door on this CakeMageddon. Somebody somewhere could still pledge to do an entire week of Radio U. That's $1,050. We had Tommy do that in the first hour this afternoon, $1,050, and we each have to eat a piece of cake all at the
I
same
just wanted
time.
to say right now that I'm glad that you guys picked me because guess what? That puts me back on top.
Ah, so what do you got,
Obadiah.
7 now? 7
Yes,
pieces of
Obadiah's
cake?
in the lead with 7, and then you and I each have 6.
I'm so proud of
And I
Obi,
want to
aren't
say,
you?
like, you definitely want to put me on camera on Facebook because this might be the one
That takes
for me.
you over.
This is. Yeah. We need to get the bucket ready.
Let's tell you.
Oh, no.
Once we had the third piece of cake, it wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
CakeMageddon
and
became
now,
real.
And now I've doubled that.
Well,
So
get in quickly, $100 one time or $15 a month. And make sure if you do a little bit more, you pick which DJ gets the next piece, and you're keeping Radio U on the air. 8772 Radio U.
Hudson, I told you what I did. Once I hit the 5th piece, I didn't eat the middle
Don't eat the
anymore.
pudding.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going all in.
You're all right. You're a better man than I am.
The full Monty.
Put it away.
All right.
Oh God.
It's a lot.
It's like it's
so
stuck.
tough.
It's like it's stuck in
Your
my mouth.
body's like going, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't even know what we're doing.
It's like it's stuck in my mouth.
Because it's a glue. If we need to make a house,
Yeah.
and they're like,
We can
how will we
assemble
build our
bricks
house?
with
Will we build it from straw
Mhm.
or what? It's like, I'm going to use Costco cake filling.
I can't believe how much my body is like, no. No.
And it thinks
No.
it's tricking you. Like, why are we not liking this?
My mouth feels funny. Like
Are
it's
you
trying
drinking
to-
enough water?
You have like a little bit of a headache too. like
Yes, and a
sugar.
little jittery.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so amped,
Oh,
and I
God.
shouldn't be
And you
amped.
didn't even have coffee.
I know.
Obi and I each had coffee too.
Did you have the caffeine or decaf?
Whatever Chris made.
What? It's not decaf.
No.
Chris doesn't
And it was
believe in
strong.
that.
It was pretty strong.
Oh,
Oh, put in your water.
I drank it all. Just a closer walk with thee.
Has everybody bought a piece of cake yet?
Pray to Jesus, if you please.
Now you're just being depressing.
What? I'm struggling. This is what struggling looks like. When
Sorry.
people say they're struggling, this is what it looks like.
Is this a first world problem?
Yeah.
I
It's
can't eat
I
cake.
ate so much cake, I'm sad.
I can't eat any more cake.
I want to tweet that.
Oh my gosh. Boy, my head really does hurt.
I got two bites left of this piece number 6 here. I'm about to close it down, but it's tough.
I
Were you
I got a
shivering?
chill. I for real had a chill. That's a thing now.
Hudson, are you gonna be okay?
Oh yeah, I'm
Don't be
all right.
sick, okay?
No,
Hudson's
no.
being a baby.
Yeah. Now we're not going to show you guys, but that's Nikki's mom.
Oh, see how she
She
cares.
loves Hudson enough that you guys are like, eat it. She's like, please don't be sick, Hudson.
She just knows that I have 3 more hours to go.
Oh, that's right.
When there's dead air
Yeah,
for like
right.
15 minutes, we'll go.
You know who really should be in here carrying is Josh, because he would have to do it all alone if I can't go on.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
I feel achy.
Well,
Achy as
not me.
well.
I just feel sweaty, and you're Nikki, right?
Nikki, can you get me
A tissue, a
Yeah,
water,
or no, the not toilet paper, paper towel from over there.
Hudson's doing well. Hudson's doing well.
Why do you
Somehow
need a
I-
paper towel?
What?
Why do you need a paper
Because
towel?
somehow icing got on the bottom of my
Let me
plate.
get you an extra piece. There we go.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to stash it away over here.
Oh, my back hurts.
Maybe actually, you know what? Just throw this away.
Just take that. Okay.
Easier since we have another plate.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh my god.
We're going to be live until the end.
Or one of us falls over.
Fall over on a normal night. It is the Riots on Radio U.
Make sure you join us at Radio U on our Facebook page. Hudson's having to clean up after that last piece of cake.
Yeah. You know what? He did great. And let's give Hudson some real credit. I said after my 5th piece that I was no longer eating the
pudding
icing in the
layer?
middle.
Yeah.
And so I've had 2 pieces sans middle icing. Hudson is part of the clean plate club. It's like he was raised in the Great Depression.
It's actually
and he can't
literally
just throw
clean
food
now,
away.
but I had to get a new one.
Well, thank you
That's
for
why.
joining us for CAKEMAGEDDON. Hudson's here and Michael's here as well, because when a group of 6 or more are gathered together with one Costco cake, what you do is if in one sitting you can eat the Costco cake, that is called CAKEMAGEDDON. So this afternoon we're raising support for what do we love the most besides cake?
Radio U.
Radio U. Not
Radio
cake as
U is the
much
only thing
anymore.
left that we love, just to be
It's not
clear.
cake. So if you call and donate $15 a month or $100 one time, it gets you a piece of cake that we have to eat from CAKEMAGEDDON.
That's right.
If you give more than that, you can help pick who is the one. And right now, Obi's in the lead with
Yes.
7 pieces of
I've had
cake.
7
But
pieces of cake.
7 pieces, 2 without the pudding.
Yes, and then
Well, okay, 2. Man, now do you see that? What am I? What's his name with the asterisk on the ball?
Yeah. You're Barry
then-
Bonds.
and then
Barry
you
Bonds.
got
I'm Hank Aaron.
Hudson and I behind with 6, and then Michael and Sydney follow up on that for CAKEMAGEDDON. But get in quickly because we've got a half hour left.
And 23 pieces of cake left.
Yes,
Still got
come
a ways
on,
to go.
guys, come on. That's a lot of money to help Radio U this afternoon. That's really a lot that can make sure we're on track to finishing up fully funded.
So 877-2-RADIO-U, RadioU.com. We want to hear from you right now. CAKEMAGEDDON's got a little life left in it, about half an hour, and we want you to give while we have a little life left in us, which is not much.
$15 a month or
Thank
$100
you.
one time. That lets you make us eat a piece of cake, and the next person in line will have to eat that cake. If you want to choose who it is, like Kate did, like Jason did, like Walter did, like Rachel did, like Richard did, $25 a
Richard.
month to take care of a day of Radio U in your city. You'll still get the I Am Radio U t-shirt, and you'll get to pick which one of us eats the cake.
One
Hint,
of
hint,
us.
It should
One
be
of us.
Obadiah
One of
or
us.
Nikki or Hudson or Michael or Sydney.
Thank you so much for giving. So grab a piece of cake. Like I said, at 30 minutes, a little bit more than that to go. We've got still pieces left to be claimed. You're helping Radio U. Maybe you'll grab one of the Spring Fundraiser shirts. It won't fit us anymore because we've done this cake thing. But you can have one of ours if you'd like.
Is it okay to say this one more time?
Yes.
If you wanted to make all of us eat the cake
Oh,
at the
I was
same
just
time,
about to say that.
1,050 pays for an
Yeah, come
entire
on.
week of
Come
Radio
on.
U. in your city or for your streaming, that $1,050 donation would instantly make all of us eat the next piece of cake. Like each of us have to have a piece of cake altogether.
We would love, because that would take out a good chunk of what's left for CakeMageddon.
So let's do this. 877-2-RADIO-U, RadioU.com. Get in and give now. CakeMageddon's got a little life left. Get in while you still can.
But only 30 minutes to go. Well, Facebook, I don't know if we have anything else to say. And people expect it to be more entertaining in between songs, I think.
Well,
But we're full of cake.
you guys want to hear something funny? Here's something funny. Okay, we have this Costco cake, right? I called Costco because we felt like, hey, we should probably order it and make sure that we got it. So I call Costco. Can't get anybody to answer the phone. I finally figured out how
Told
to
you it's a
call.
warehouse, though. They can't answer the phone.
It's a business. So
How did they think they could do that?
I finally get like the manager on duty or something. And I'm like, hey, I want to order a cake. Who should I call? And she's like, well, we're going to need you
It's
to
for
call.
a cup.
Why'd you say that? Why did you say that? So
It's the cake.
it's fine.
This is all the cake.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, the store. She's like, well, you have to come in to the store to get it. And I was like, she's like, or I can fax you our order form and you can fax it back.
Who faxes?
What? A fax? A fax?
In 2018,
I couldn't believe it. I literally was just like, I laughed and I was like, you really want me to fax it to you?
But when you tweeted about it, a lot of people said their companies or businesses still used fax machines.
One guy said that.
That's a lot.
One guy.
One represents
One
many.
guy said that, and he works at a hospital.
They have to be that backwards to make sure it fits with everybody else ahead.
I'll say when I worked at Panera, we had a fax machine, and anytime somebody faxed us an order, like, if you were faxing an order, you were taking a gamble because we may never see it.
Like, is my order ready?
What
Sure
order?
What?
It is. Sure it is. Ed just tweeted at me. He said, me, I can't send a fax from here. Person on the phone. From where? Me, 2018. I'm with that, Ed. I'm with that.
So please, again, if you are watching on Facebook, have you had a chance to treat us to a piece of cake to make sure Radio U can be here? A lot of people listen and a lot of people watch, but not everybody get in and supports during our fundraiser. So that $100 gift, one-time donation is tax deductible, and it can be any time. You can pay it now or pay it later. Or if you want to do $15 a month, that takes care of a piece of cake, and you can give a little bit more if you want to decide who gets it, but we don't have a lot left. Oh, now, what was that? Did you make a hand gesture at me?
I was waving at you.
Did you make a hand gesture at me like I'm talking?
Waving at you.
I can handle that another place, but apparently I can handle that. Oh my gosh! It's fine. It's fine. We're friends. It's fine. We're teased. It's fine.
Boy, I didn't even know. I think we may have just hit a sensitive spot for Nikki.
If you're not watching on Radio U on our Facebook page, there's more to this show than just on the air.
You're kind of missing out.
But please take a moment and support. We've got 30 minutes left to go. There's still sheet cake left. You're like, what sheet cake?
CakeMageddon.
Riot Club just came in, guys. Don't
Yes.
panic.
Oh.
Don't panic.
Oh.
Don't panic. We're going to look in a
boy.
second. With this sheet cake,
I know it's going to me.
If six,
I feel it.
If
I
six
feel it.
people or less join
Call it
together,
what you want, but I feel it.
CakeMageddon is when you take a sheet cake from Costco. It's huge, guys. It's like for 50 people. If you get together and in one setting eat an entire sheet cake, that's what CakeMageddon is. We are halfway through this sheet cake, and I've got 30 minutes to go. So if you donate a certain amount, it's a piece of cake.
shaking.
If you donate a Riot Club, it's 2 pieces of cake, and you can choose who it goes to. You ready to check Tim? Michael, will you tell us?
Tim in Cedarville, Ohio.
Yes, Tim.
Yeah, Tim. Tim says, okay, Michael.
Yes!
Here's your 2 pieces of cake you've been begging for. He joined the Riot Club at $50 a month.
Yes!
Boom!
We're clear! We're clear!
We made it.
Gosh, okay.
Man.
Woo! 2 more pieces, not ours. Come,
Man,
come
it's
on
like
in,
London
Michael.
during the Blitz. We're just underground.
All right, well, I'm prepared, so I'm going to go ahead and eat the red rose off the top of this one.
And then come get one more.
And then
Thank
I'm coming
you,
to get
Tim.
another one.
Riot Club says thank you so much for your ministry. Thank you, Tim, for being a part of Radio U in Cedarville, Ohio.
This cake is so moist.
8772 Radio U.
With a layer of pudding in the middle.
And helping to support, we've got less
So
than
much
30 minutes
icing?
to go. Yeah, that's what you're going to experience, Michael. There's a whole lot of icing.
It's
I
not
didn't
as
see that.
good as you think.
I didn't see the warning about the icing in the CakeMageddon Urban Dictionary entry about it.
It didn't say
the
it.
icing in the middle part of
You
the
know,
Costco cake is the bad thing.
Do you guys think we would have done better? We almost went with, we really love
store one?
regional grocery store, Giant
Yes.
Eagle. They make cakes. Do you think we
We
would
would
have
have been
done
easier.
better on there? But they have a really, that's a buttercream icing, but they also have it seems to me
There's
like a
this-
heavier buttercream.
This is more dense, and that one I think is more sugary. So I'm not sure.
I actually like what we did here. This is good cake.
Michael,
Not good.
we've had more than you, so you're not able to talk yet.
good.
Keep
Now,
eating.
here's what I don't think has happened yet this hour. Is somebody doing 1,050
Oh,
to
week
make
of
us
Radio
all
U.
eat a piece of cake?
I was
and
thinking.
I don't think any of us would actually complain if you do that.
I was thinking that would be a good choice because then there's like the option that maybe all of us would throw up at once because we're all eating simultaneously.
Well, let's
Have
go.
we tried flushing all the toilets in the radio station at once?
Here's this. Thank you, Thomas. Just getting in Blacklick, Ohio. Your $100 for the sake of you and your loved ones. No more cake. But if I'd have to choose, I'll go with Hudson.
But what did he say?
Well,
What did he
it-
say?
He says if I have to choose.
Right, but he said that he didn't choose for the sake of you and your loved ones.
For him. So who gets the next piece of cake?
Nobody.
Who's
Lord,
up?
I hope it's not
Sydney?
No,
me.
somebody has to.
Sydney
Come
gets
on,
it.
we're not getting out of it that
wait,
easily.
wait. He chose, and his choice
He doesn't get a choice.
was no.
He did $100 one time.
That's-
It's just the
that's
next
technically
person.
true. Nikki's
You're
actually right.
Welcome
Actually,
to the game of Cake-Mageddon. Next player
you
up.
think this is a game?
It's like Jumanji, but cake.
This is no game.
It is. So whoever's next.
That's Sydney.
Sydney gets another piece of cake. Come
Boom.
on in, Sydney.
That's Sydney.
He's glaring at you so
Sydney.
hard right now.
Sydney.
now.
Thank you, Thomas, for donating. We
You're the
really
next
appreciate it.
contestant on CakeMageddon.
Next time someone says Cake-Mageddon, we are never doing this again. This has been so much cake.
Memphis Mayfire virus won't need one. It's the riot.
Able to attack us. All right, Sydney gets the next piece for Cake-Mageddon. Obi is cutting the piece
can you really
now.
do it?
She can share it with me.
If the icing falls onto the floor accidentally because someone pushes you, you can't help it. We can spot clean that, Michael.
We have a nice vacuum.
It's fine.
a middle piece this time.
Oh, now he's bossing us
So much
around.
cake. No more cake.
There you go.
When you guys look at,
I'm getting pretty good at cutting this up.
you
like,
are.
I really got a future in this.
So guys, when you look at the cake on Facebook, does it look delicious? Doesn't it look nice? But to us,
it's a lie.
it looks evil.
It's not good.
Oh yeah, what's the cake is a lie? What game is that?
Portal.
Portal.
Isn't it weird? I was just thinking about Portal today and how I haven't played Portal in like a bajillion years, but how fun it was.
Well, not anymore.
Maybe. Well, I mean, it could still be fun.
Nope,
I could
anything
play-
with cake in it.
Actually, that's true.
I
don't
Never want
cake.
Costco cake again.
Okay, you know, I didn't really want a Costco cake.
But to be fair,
I'm glad we ruined Costco.
the one Urban Dictionary entry says Costco specifically. So, there's more. Do you need Hudson to pat your back?
No, I don't want
Because it's
that
not
to happen.
awkward. Because
I don't
it's
want-
friends
no,
in
Because
here.
the thing is that if he starts patting my back,
You
we
might
don't know
throw
what
up.
happens.
Right.
Like that might cause a chain reaction that could destroy the station.
All right.
Man, we only have 20 minutes left. We still have a lot of cake to go.
Yeah.
You sounded sad for a minute, like we only had 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was actually wondering, is that
What's
like,
your tone there?
is that theater sad, or is that actual sad?
Because I'm not sad.
I just said that, like.
Why don't
we
you guys
started this
keep going?
challenge, I really think.
Why don't you and Josh finish it? Oh my gosh. That's it. You
Well,
and Josh keep going
He
tonight.
didn't sign up for this. I mean,
Do you want to do it or not?
I'll keep going. I don't want
I
that
think
cake
you
to go
should.
to waste.
Get Josh to get all of them.
And I just feel like we started this challenge, so we need to get it done. Like we need to
For the power of La Croix.
right.
Or what is it?
La
La Croix.
La Croix.
May the power of La Croix fuel you.
Yeah.
Compel you.
You sprinkle it on the person like holy water.
Oh my gosh.
La Croix.
Oh my gosh. I've got garlic. I've got a wooden stake.
I got La
and then La Croix.
I got $100 that says your mom's in there telling Sydney, now you don't have to eat that.
I can verify that.
I looked in there and I was like, I know that conversation just took place. I know it did.
My mom's been like, it's okay, Hudson. You're all right, Hudson. You don't have to do it either. My mom's too nice. It is welcome to your spring fundraiser. This is called CAKEMAGEDDON, and we've got about 22 minutes
I
left
think you
on the
mean
clock.
CAKEMAGEDDON.
CAKEMAGEDDON. Obi, explain what CAKEMAGEDDON is.
It works like this. You got all of us here around a Costco
A big cake.
and all you got to do is you give $15 a month, someone has to eat a piece of cake. You give $25 a month, you get to say who eats the next piece of cake. You do $50 a month, and you get to say who eats the next two pieces of cake. So it all comes down to us seeing Radio U fully funded, and you getting to watch a lot of DJs regret their life choices.
21 minutes left in CAKEMAGEDDON and 21 pieces to go.
You guys, I really
don't know
feel
about
like
this.
I'd be doing us a disservice. Here's a station, myself, and America if we don't get this cake done. And so I'm willing to eat more.
Really?
I am. I've taken, what have I taken?
You got your
6?
third wind here. Okay, good.
I mean, I'm not excited about it, but I don't want... We can't go through this whole CAKEMAGEDDON
Hudson's
and then
a
not
team player.
complete CAKEMAGEDDON.
You're true. Thomas, thank you so much. Sydney just ate your piece that you got for your $100 donation. Earlier,
I'm about
Tim,
to start on Tim's second piece.
That's right. He joined the Riot Club, $50 a month. That was the 2 pieces of cake. Michael's finishing
Where's
that
our
one.
1,050?
Come on, a week of Radio
Tommy
U.
did that
gets a
2 hours
piece.
ago. We need one for this hour now.
Yep.
$1,000, $1,050 to pay for a week of Radio U, and we all eat a piece together.
Everybody gets a piece.
Even you listening, if you look at your radio, we're going to squeeze it through the speaker and it's going to come out.
It's going to come out the CD slot that you
sounds
don't use for anything.
Your aux cable gets pushed out and it's like, what?
It could come through
Icing's coming.
the speakers, like those Play-Doh
Yes,
things, like spaghetti,
yes.
cake spaghetti.
And you're like, oh my gosh, how did you do that?
CAKEMAGEDDON's real.
CAKEMAGEDDON is everywhere.
All right, I'm going to start on Tim's second piece here, and this flower is
20
yellow.
minutes to go.
Yellow flower with a little green leaf.
Are you guys experiencing this where you feel like you have to like exhale, like a big exhale every like 3 minutes?
Don't.
It is.
Just a heads up. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trick.
For CAKEMAGEDDON, 20 minutes to go. 877 Radio U. There's still about 20 so pieces left. So a piece of cake a minute if you could help support. So if you do $15 a month or just $100 one time, pay it now or pay it later. You're helping Radio U. You're helping us to some more cake. Whatever the reason is, hopefully you can support now before the time runs out.
Fireflight, it is the riot.
Sounds so horrible.
Yeah,
Even splitting it up between us is still too much.
Oh man. For Radio U, I'll eat more cake.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll eat more, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I don't need to. I mean, I'm gonna keep telling people I do, because that's a thing. But you know.
Now I'm strangely tired, like really tired, like body tired.
It's like all that sugar, and eventually you come crashing down.
It's
Well-
funny, I would like just a couple of bites of real food.
Yeah.
And
Go
some
back
water.
for some ways.
And some
Facebook,
water.
it's almost time. We have less
Yeah.
than 20 minutes to go. We'll stay together. I mean, we've been together a long time this
Yeah, we have.
afternoon.
We have.
I feel like that's worth if you've got the $100 to help support Radio U, or if you want to go to RadioU.com and click on the donate section, even if it's $5 or $10, Every single person who donates something really pushes us forward to finishing up done 100%. And I was thinking of this the other day. I want to be done early for our fundraiser. It'd be so nice.
You know what's funny is, like, you guys might not believe this, but like one of the things that we want more than anything is the fundraiser to just get a lot shorter. Like we want Radio U to get fully funded and quickly. And it's one of those things that by the end we, are always right there at the fully funded mark. We get what we need, but like we just want to do that
early
faster because we just want to get back to playing more music. Like that is literally what we want more than anything else. So
and then you want to take recovery day too.
Something like that.
You're like, why is no one in on Monday? You're like, well, they can't. The doctor said. So.
The doctor said that if they're going to treat you that way down there, you have to leave.
I remember when I had, it was bronchitis at the time, and then I was so sick and I couldn't stop coughing, and I was sick for like months and months, and I kept having to talk to my doctor, and my doctor's like, well, I don't know why you're not over this. Just take, 2 weeks off is what she wanted me to take. And I was like, but I'm a DJ. I got to talk. She's like, just don't talk. They'll be fine. And I remember thinking, my boss is going to really accept that one. Like no doctor's going to be able to tell us, yeah, just don't eat cake. It's fine. It's no problem.
Michael's usually 100% on board when you can't come in.
It's not. Even for sickness. He's like, what was it you have? All right, we've got 15 minutes left. My arm itches. What's that supposed to be?
It's a symptom.
It's a symptom. Oh my God. You blow your nose and it's cake.
Yeah.
Icing.
It's the color of the icing.
Oh yeah. We're tired. We're tired.
Accidentally into your phone and get a telemarketer? It could be worse. You could be subscribed to the worst of the RIOT podcast. It's all of the horrible content from the RIOT smashed together in one place.
Oh!
RadioU.com. It's the spring fundraiser on RadioU.
Oh, do you know what's sad, guys?
What?
We've got 15
Cake?
minutes left of cake.
Okay.
CAKEMAGEDDON is
We're running out of
almost
time.
over. If you look it up, CAKEMAGEDDON was brought to us by Urban Dictionary and one of our listeners who said, hey, if 6 or less are gathered in one sitting and they can go through an entire Costco sheet cake, specifically Costco, that is what a CAKEMAGEDDON is. And then suddenly it's like, wait a minute, our spring fundraiser, we're here, Hudson here's, Michael here, Sydney's here, it's CAKEMAGEDDON, and you have a chance to support, but we have running out of time, which is 15 minutes to go. $100 one time, $15 a month. That'll get a piece of cake to the next person in line. If you want to name who gets the cake, $25 a month or $150 one time, and we'll give you, as a thank you for giving us the cake, a Radio U shirt for the spring fundraiser. And then if you join the Riot Club, $300 one time or $50 a month. That's 2 pieces of cake to who you choose. So Hudson,
Tim
who's
joined
in
the Riot Club. That's awesome.
Right
How many
now
people have had what?
we have Obadiah in the lead with 7.
Yes.
You and I think have each had 6. And then Michael and Sydney have each had 4, so definitely respectable for everybody.
5,
A good,
actually.
You're at 5?
a good showing.
Because this last one was 2.
Michael, of course, is counting.
Yes. But I'm not in the lead, and that's
That's
okay.
the important part.
But is this the wrong time to tell you about all the cake batter ice cream we still have in the
Oh, don't bring that up.
No, thank you.
freezer? 877-2-RADIO-U. RadioU.com. There is still just a
Thank you
bit,
for that.
a little time left if you want to get in on this CAKEMAGEDDON, a $100 pledge or a monthly pledge of $15 a month. That'll get one of us to eat the cake.
Come on.
You want to pick who it is, make it a day of Radio U, $25 a month. And I'm still hoping that by the end of this hour, we have enough slices of cake left to do this. If someone wants to go big and give the $1,050 to pay for an entire
is.
Love to
week
see
of
that.
Radio U. We'll all eat a piece together.
Yeah, we will. I want to say what's up to. I found her finally, Skeevy Nix. She is our Twitter
that person
friend.
who tweeted?
She's the one who sent us the tweet about Cakemageddon. So
I
she's
sure hope she was listening today.
Well, you know what? I just sent her a link so she can watch the video. But yeah, that happened 1 week ago today, Nikki, is when she tweeted that at us and the discussion began.
We had no
The
idea.
cake-iversary.
All right, so let's go to Sophie giving $15 a month, grabbing the next piece of cake.
Boom.
Look
That
who
is-
it's from.
that
Her
is Sydney's
sister.
sister.
Ah.
So she gets to choose. Sydney gets one more piece of cake.
Oh, Sydney.
Wow, Sydney
Wow.
is glaring at everyone and everything.
Wait, Sydney,
Sydney, Sydney,
Huh.
Sydney,
Sydney. Let's get in the.
have to eat that cake.
Yes, she does. Of course she does.
I let them fight it out in Phone Central.
The fun of Cakemageddon, where feelings will be hurt.
Officially now. You can still get through
that.
at radiou.com or 877-2-RADIO-U.
Please help out and
15 a month
support.
gets you in.
Or $100 one time. We have 12 minutes left to go for Cakemageddon. 877-2-RADIO-U. Get in and grab a piece of cake for one of us DJs. You're helping to support Radio U.
Now,
That's
Sydney, don't
the
skimp
most
on that.
important part.
You cut it right.
Today when it comes to Cakemageddon. Thank you for calling right there.
Glassland's Misery Game.
Not
That's what
this
Cakemageddon
This is totally what it is.
The riot.
Yep, that's right.
The cake. has
Sydney's
become
in
a
it for
weapon.
another piece. Yay! All right, 12 minutes left.
So have either of you gone to Toys R Us?
It's not doing a
They're not doing like a
not a
clearance
clearance
thing yet?
thing yet. No.
I saw a video of somebody that like at a Toys R Us because that's what I do now. I watch
Videos of people at Toys R Us?
Yeah, no, like I really like the Dead Mall videos, and then like that.
Oh, don't you?
I love
You
them so
do?
much.
Oh,
really
I tried to send some to Obi, and he would never
I
watch
love.
them.
Do you know that he watches them because of our show?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
The
I
Dead
love.
Mall- Actually, that's not true.
Oh, but no, so I'm
The
thinking
Dirty
of
Room.
I watched the Dirty Room once.
Yes, but outside the dirty room, the guy, it's the dirty room ones are pretty bad. So like, just a heads up if you're like,
Yeah.
Nikki suggested
Right.
it, great.
Parental advice.
Yeah, that's not. It's something. By the way, Rachel just.
I don't want to look. I
So we
wanna
don't look
I
yet,
wanna
but we have another cake piece that's been
Incoming,
chosen.
huh? Okay.
But yeah, this guy on YouTube does the Dirty Room ones, which
Yeah.
is filthy, both ways. And then he also does the Dead Mall series,
Yes.
where he walks through dead malls. But have
And
you
there's-
seen like the horror ones where he goes through
Yes.
like murder things and
there,
stuff?
There are other other people that do similar things. But
Yeah.
His name is Dan Bell.
His is
And they're
spooky.
so much better than anybody else's.
On everybody that I follow on YouTube, I end up usually unsubscribing if someone doesn't come out with
Right.
something pretty consistently.
Yeah.
He's the only person I still follow, and it's like 2 months
It's
later
been a
you get a
while.
video
Yeah,
because
it's been a while.
usually fascinating.
Yeah, it's really great. But I don't know why the dead malls are so fascinating to me. I
It's
don't
usually-
understand it. I think it's just like
You know what's funny is I haven't watched a lot of that, but I really do like kind of the urban explorer, especially less the videos and more the like photo blogs or whatever. Those get me every time.
I think like the dead mall stuff, I don't know, like the reason I started watching those is because like for some reason I stumbled across online a mall that was like dead from when I grew up. And so I watched that and then like I don't know, I guess it's just the nostalgia of it.
It's
Yeah.
fascinating.
I just
All right, you
love-
ready for
yeah,
whoever
looking
gets
back
the
on it.
next piece?
Yep.
10 minutes to go.
We're coming up on the end, but it's not
over yet.
We are almost done with Cakemageddon.
Cakemageddon.
We're dead. 10 minutes left, actually 9 at this point. Grab a piece of cake, and what are you doing with that? You're supporting Radio U. Go to the Urban Dictionary. Cakemageddon's a real thing. 6 people or less gather together with a Costco sheet cake in one sitting. They have to finish the whole thing. We started it. We are over halfway through, but there's still part of the Costco cake
I
left.
feel like we did well.
We did.
We've done a good job.
You can buy a piece of the cake for the next person, DJ in line. 877 Radio U. It's $15 a month or $100 one time, or spend more and you can name who gets the next piece of cake. Obi's still in the lead with 7,
Yes.
and all of us are past the point of liking the cake.
I really want to say, like, we've only got a couple minutes left. Obi's got 7, and you and I have 6. Somebody needs to get the double digits.
We need a tiebreaker.
Yes,
Whoa,
but
the double digits.
I really
Really?
want somebody to have.
You want Obadiah to
that's a
eat 3
long
more
way,
pieces
right?
of cake?
Yeah,
That's a long way.
But come
a long
on,
cake.
we didn't sign up for this to eat 7. We
Well,
signed
let
up to eat cake until it came out of our ears.
Let's look at Rachel, all right?
I agree
Rachel?
with you that I started there, but I am not there anymore.
So here's the next one. Rachel just got in. She went to her app, so the Radio U app.
Thank
did
you.
$150 one time.
Thank you.
Rachel in New Albany, Ohio.
She gets to pick.
This is the best.
Oh man!
Here it comes.
Thank you for all you do. I'll give it to Hudson.
Yes!
He said he was ready for Hudson.
You know what? Hudson.
You brought this on
Hudson.
yourself,
I
Hudson.
did.
You did say it.
Somebody get me 3 more. I'll somehow
Wait,
choke them
what?
down.
You're doing
because
three
I want to get to
more?
double digits.
Well,
I
wait,
feel like that's a
we
real
have-
accomplishment.
We have one more break, and you should still do it tonight. You and Josh should keep going with Cake-Mageddon until that cake
That's
is
true.
gone.
Obadiah's not taking this cake home
Oh
with
my
him.
goodness.
yeah.
Well, thank you for joining in, Rachel, and thanks for picking
Now,
Hudson.
there's still time. Someone could do the 1,050.
And
can do
real
that.
quick, it's been a long time too since Nikki had a piece. Like it's been a
Oh,
long
yeah,
time.
right.
So
I see on Facebook
That's
Live
actually
here that
true.
you got an inside piece, even though the end pieces were next.
Here's where we're at now.
That's a
we're,
relief.
We're turning on each other, and it's going to get ugly. So we have 7 minutes left to go. 8772 Radio
There's
U.
still time.
Hudson's eating this piece. Get me 1 or 2 more pieces before we finish Cake-Mageddon.
I love how it's the opposite of like a zombie scenario where it's like, we're so hungry, there's no food. This is, we're turning on each other because there's too much food.
Too much cake. 6 minutes left in Cake-Mageddon.
Beautiful eulogy. It is the riot.
Through number 7.
You got this, dude.
Without
Come on,
throwing
Hudson.
Come on, Hudson. 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 All right, one last break, and then we say goodbye, Facebook.
Last chance.
Last chance to get in. Choose Hudson. He wants to get to 10 pieces. He has 3 more, don't you?
Yeah.
8, 9. Yes, 3 more pieces of cake. 8772 Radio U, or go to RadioU.com if you haven't donated and get one. Like it's a t-shirt. Get a piece of cake. But you get a t-shirt with a piece of cake. All right, last one.
Oh boy, that's a hashtag you don't want to read.
Hashtag OB blessed.
No, National Student Walkout. Like, those
Aw.
are some of the meanest tweets I've
Ooh.
read all day. Wow.
Okay. Well, should we go ahead and start saying goodbye to everybody on Facebook?
Yeah, we probably should. This will be our last couple of minutes together. But real talk, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us,
Yeah.
making this a possibility. Like, we've had a great afternoon.
You
I
saw
feel
what
like-
it's like during one whole shift with cake. I mean, it's normally not like the anger.
Yeah, and I feel like I feel good about how we did with Cake-Mageddon. Like,
Yes.
I feel good about it.
Now, Michael just said if we get one more cake piece, then it is a double power hour.
Wow.
So
Okay.
if we do one more cake piece, that should be enough.
All right. Well, if somebody wants to get in,
$100.
$100.
Make it for Hudson. Oh my gosh, it'd be the best if Hudson got the last piece.
Who actually, Nikki, in the rotation, if somebody only
It's not
did
me,
100,
it's you.
no, it's not.
It's me.
It is
No,
you.
it's been so long since you had a
I
piece.
just ate
It's been
Walter's
so
piece.
long.
Hello. There's still a rose left. I didn't finish the rose.
Kind of wishing you hadn't reached for that. Watching you guys eat cake is.
Well, look at those flowers. Do you see the flowers? It's like a garden of doom.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like after every bite, I have to cover my mouth just to like
Keep it in.
It's like I make a fist, and it's like it's helping me hold it down in some way.
Well, you know, I think
Very-
sometimes, physical gestures
Yeah.
express our thoughts, and so you're. I get it. I get it.
There's a lot of psychology. That's
Yeah.
in it, like
If I cover my mouth, I won't vomit.
right. That has nowhere to go, so it might as well not even come up.
Yep.
All right, well, Facebook also submit your diet tips for the next couple of days. But no, the best one will be no cake.
Oh, you know what? I feel like
Are you gonna want a piece of cake in the morning?
No. But ask me in the morning.
Sure, it might be
Because
different.
like it's a hard call. Like it is hard to know how I'll feel tomorrow tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is our last. This is the last couple of minutes. So if you want in for CAKEMAGEDDON, it's winding down, guys. This is it.
No offense, Hudson, but I'm gunning for you to get the last piece. Okay, last one.
Well, he said he wanted 10.
I'll take it.
That's not me. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
let's
guys,
see.
It's been something, right? Final minutes, final cake.
Wait,
Hudson, your eyes are getting awfully big,
I can
dude.
see myself on the Facebook stream from like 10 seconds ago.
You got this greenish cast.
Well, here's the
My
deal.
eyes are like glassed over.
Hudson just got Rachel's cake in.
Yeah.
We are down to the final 3 minutes to go. This ends CAKEMAGEDDON with us.
But we're not to a double power hour yet.
We have
We didn't
one
get it yet.
piece of cake left. If you have
$100 away. That's
now,
what we are.
Here's what I'm going to say, though. Not
Okay.
just because I'm the next person in rotation, but
Okay.
$100. Normally, you don't get to pick who gets the last piece of cake, but I say with this last donation to finish up our CAKEMAGEDDON, which is a group of 6 or less gathered together with a Costco sheet cake in one setting. If they can go through the whole thing, it's CAKEMAGEDDON. We have one piece left to finish up for this hour. Could one person do that $100 and you are able to pick who gets the last piece of cake? Do we think that's fair?
I've reached the point where you should not pick me.
Oh,
It finally happened.
river.
Obi is still in the lead.
How many do you have?
I got
Obi?
7. I got 7.
I think
we're tied.
We're
We're tied.
and I've
Hudson
eaten
and I
the
are both at
pudding.
7.
Okay,
So,
Hudson,
Yeah, I mean, I would say, in fairness, Hudson is ahead because I've had 2 pieces of cake where I didn't eat the middle.
okay.
And
Hudson and
Hudson
Obi technically tied, but I think Hudson is still in the
I'm
lead.
comfortable with that.
I'm behind within Sydney and Michael as well. But the next person who does a $100 one-time donation or $15 a month, you close out CAKEMAGEDDON. That's it for the Costco sheet cake with us, and you get to pick who gets the last piece of cake.
Oh, here it is.
There it is.
It's coming in now.
I'm worried that has my name on it.
It's coming from Maryland. The call is
Oh,
coming from
of
in.
course it
That's
is.
where you're
Of course
from.
it is.
From Maryland,
Of course
I
it is.
Oh, my
Please
goodness.
be Hudson. Please be Hudson. Please be Hudson. I don't want any more cake. Please be Hudson.
We have to wait and see what
But
this
you know,
is
the
and
other
who
thing
it's,
is,
who
though,
it's
like
for.
some of Hudson's
What if
people
it's
could
your
be calling.
family?
Maybe they're calling
could
to
be-
defend me.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
Maybe.
could be calling to make sure he doesn't get the last
Wait
piece.
a minute. Who did they pick?
Wait,
Hey, you over there on the phone.
who are they picking?
Who did they
The
pick?
suspense.
Who?
I keep someone saying hilarious.
They picked Sydney.
Yes! Yes!
Maryland let you down.
You know what's sad is Sydney's the quietest, nicest of us all, and she got
Yes!
so much cake.
She's also the thinnest, I think. So
It's fine.
That's fair.
Sydney can handle it. Thank you so much for joining
The
us. for
last piece of cake goes to Sydney.
Wow.
One more.
Wait, does that mean we got our double power hour?
That
Yes.
would be it. Thank you so
There we
much
go.
for helping to support with that. 877-2-RADIO-U, or you can go online to RadioU.com. Thank you for making it this double power hour.
Yes!
Can we give?
CAKEMAGEDDON is a
Wait.
success.
1, 2, 3.
CAKEMAGEDDON!
And never shall we see a Costco cake again.
Not as long as I live.
Bye-bye.
House of Heroes. It is the riot.